All right. Heading into our pick ban phase. First game. Redacted versus the Ravenous 5. Ravenous 5, they've been on stream earlier today, but I believe this is the first game that
your emperor shall
Redacted's been
return.
on stream today. So I'm not actually aware of their what champions they've been
So
playing
I was
today.
watching their game earlier. They seem to play pretty standard. I'm not gonna say the picks just in case they can hear me, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a really tough matchup for R5, just mainly because of the fact that everyone on Redacted is really solid, and they're not going to be, you know, doing any sort of crazy picks. It's just going to be like
Standard meta
yeah,
play?
just standard meta play, and I think that they're going to struggle because of the fact
questions my
that,
ability?
as we said before, this top laner is really struggling to find his place and trying to figure out like what he feels that he can play optimally. They're going to ban out Wukong every time. That's the problem with being a one-trick. I find it myself because I am a sort of a one-trick. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. I have a feeling that they're probably going to prioritize Thresh, but we'll see. I do know that their support plays a lot of Thresh, so we'll see how it ends up.
Hard to hear casters game audio. I don't know if that's a...
I mean, nothing has changed. There's
Yeah,
no
nothing's
reason.
really changed.
Yeah.
We should be... Might want to check something on your end, potentially. If, sound-wise. But this thing's been out all day, but as we head into the first picks, so Redacted banned Wukong, Tarek, and Diana. And Ravenous 5 banned away Azir, Yorick, and Sejuani. Looks like Redacted's first picked up as Gnar. We've actually seen a lot of Gnar today. Gnar actually doing pretty well for multiple different teams.
And obviously a Narky, he knows how to play Gnar.
Yeah. What gave that away?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I
okay,
don't
so
know.
we're gonna see the Amumu jungle here. Amumu
Amumu.
is so out of the meta and so bad as a champion right now. I really struggle to find the reasoning with that. I mean, if it's a comfort
you're gonna
pick,
make a Mumu cry.
if it's a comfort pick, I get it. Amumu is actually one of my favorite champions in the game. I mained him for like 3 years of my life. And I know every damn thing there is to know about Amumu, and I can tell you it's not worth playing him right now.
And it's funny you say that because then they Logical picked up Pantheon. Pantheon's one of my favorite champions in the game right now, and I love playing him top lane.
Yeah.
But he's way out of the meta as well.
Yeah, Pantheon is also
So-
not good. I mean, the thing is, like, we're at a point right now where if they can just get themselves put on something that they're at least comfortable with, maybe the fact that Redacted might not choose to invade and completely fuck them over, we'll see. But, I mean, what I'm seeing right now, like, Skarner in combination with Gnar, if they pick up a mid laner like Xerath, like Ziggs, anyone that can get in, and these like level 2, level 3 trades and like stay from a distance, there is nothing that they're going to be able to do about it. I mean, Pantheon obviously is good level 2, and Amumu is good like, you know, once he gets level 3 and he gets all of his abilities, but like prior to that, you're relying on your mid laner. So I mean, we're gonna have to see Saber Kumquat pick something that like can actually like win early, or this is gonna go very poorly. Like honestly, I think maybe he might play Zed. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see our second round of bans coming out here. Our 5 banning away the Xayah first. Away one of those AD carry options. Redacted banning away the Zed that you just talked about.
Interesting.
So that option goes away for Saber.
Yeah, bans out the I mean, pretty much all the bans that have been made from previous games, and they've been working. So banning out the Xayah and the Xerath. Interesting that they banned out the Xerath. I really feel like Saber Kumquat would be comfortable on that champion.
Yeah, but I mean, if they didn't get it, they struggled against it a few games earlier today. So maybe they just like, I don't want to deal with it. Just ban
Yeah,
it.
the thing is though, I mean, they get first pick, don't they? Or they get the next pick.
Do they? Oh yeah, they would, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so they could have if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's
but
that's
we'll see.
interesting.
We'll see what they pick up here. Redacted banning
I'm
away the Fizz.
gonna assume probably Ashe is gonna be coming with the Syra.
Ash should be good. Misfortune, maybe?
I doubt it on the MF. MF, maybe mid. I really don't.
Caitlyn.
I don't really like the Kate pick there.
It's a nice little combo if you get the early game, the Xayah root plus a Kate combo.
Yeah, it's not
Kate
bad.
trap.
I think Ash is definitely like the better choice there if you're gonna run Zyra though, because Zyra is just very out of the meta.
Yeah. She's been out of the meta for a little while, which I love because I hated playing against Zyra in bot lane.
I mean,
It was
Zyra still
oppressive.
does a ton of damage, but she dies basically instantaneously. So.
Yes, that is true. But I mean, well,
We're
we'll see
seeing
what.
Sivir over and over again as well.
Yeah, that's today.
And I'm gonna love this pick. If they lock in Galio, I think that's the perfect counter to the way Saber Kumquat plays. Because the simple fact that you cannot kill Galio.
He's a tank.
Yeah, he's just not gonna die.
And he's a tank against.
Yeah, and he
magic
can roam
people.
well. Galio is very strong right now. I mean, like he really needs to play a strong AP mid laner. And he's going to lock in the Vanguard, so I definitely think that that was a pretty good choice there.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good amount of CC. I mean, I definitely like it over... I honestly would rather see this Amumu pick than the Vi pick on it. Like, I mean, at least you
really
get a group...
good team fight.
At least you get a group stun, right?
Yeah, you get a really good Amumu alt off.
Amumu goes
Catch
full
someone
tank,
out with his Q.
prays that he doesn't get invaded, and if I mean honestly, if Amumu and Skarner are even at like after level 4, I think this game's gonna be fine. But if that doesn't happen, it's gonna go very, very south very fast for Ravenous 5. Very like solid meta team comp by Redacted. Honestly, like I mean it's just
everything's a
it
meta pick on this
synergizes
team.
very well with each other. Like this is something that you would see play pretty regularly. I mean, I'm not aware of Sivir, how good Sivir is right now, but I mean everyone seems to be playing it, so it must be just like a comfort pick for people at the very least.
Good. It works really well with Skarner.
Yeah.
As well, just with getting him in there and getting
Yeah.
his ult on somebody.
I mean, I've been playing a decent amount lately in the past couple of days, and I have not seen a single Sivir in my matches, and I'm just like,
I don't see her that much either.
yeah. So I mean, it's very surprising. Okay, so we're gonna be waiting 2 minutes and 37 seconds till the game starts.
Yes. 'Cause we're on a little bit of delay, just
You can't
for
have
reason.
people cheating.
Yeah, because we have in our tournament room here at Game Arena our game up on the screen where our players are playing. So we don't want anybody kind of turning their heads and saying, "I wonder what's going on in the game. Let's see where some people are."
If you've been around a long time, then you know exactly what we're talking about with the Azubu or the Azubu match versus TSM when Azubu may or may not have looked at the minimap and got a amazing first blood to win a Worlds match.
How long ago was that?
Years, like
I was gonna say that hadn't been a while.
season 3 Worlds, I think.
I forgot. I think I forgot about that.
It was season 2 or season 3 Worlds. So I don't think that either team really lacks for damage. I mean, where Redacted doesn't necessarily like have full out like tons of damage output.
They don't have any burst.
They make up for it in consistent
Yes.
consistent sustained damage. So basically, they trade a portion of their health because obviously they're tankier opponents for consistent damage over time. So they're gonna try and like get these team fights to last
the longer
longer
the
than
team
your
fight
typical
goes,
30 seconds. Yeah.
The longer the team fight goes, the better it ends up being for
Yeah.
Redacted.
The only downside of that is if Caitlyn lives at the end there, Caitlyn's just gonna blow them up. Caitlyn shreds through these kind of tanks. Once you hit 3 items. Oh, we've been streaming almost 8 hours now. I'm starting a little sleepy here, but
Oh yeah, it is contagious.
who do you think's gonna win this?
I mean, just logically, you want to say Redacted.
Yeah,
because
I also...
you're like, okay, their team comp's solid, it's in the meta, all that stuff. But then at the same time, I'm like, Amumu? Pantheon? Why wouldn't you want to see that win?
The only thing I'll say is, the only reason why I'll say that R5 is going to win the first game is the exact same thing is going to happen as the games we saw before. Saber Kumquat is going to pop off. and win the first game because they don't understand how much
how much
he
they need to
has
shut him down
Yeah, how
early.
much you need to shut him down, or he's just gonna go crazy. And here we have it. We're getting to the first game. Pharaoh Amumu, Dragon Slayer Pantheon. Well, if skins were a game, I do believe that R5 has
yeah.
the slight lead.
Now, do you think we'll see an early invade to stop Amumu Blue?
I
potentially?
think that we're going to see,
Or
if
just
they want to do it properly, they're going to deep ward, see which camp Amumu does second, and Skarner could honestly just go up, take red immediately if he wanted to, or he could just wait for it and kill him, because Skarner wins that level 2 easy.
Oh yeah, Amumu doesn't do anything until like
Yeah.
at least mid game.
Ever? Amumu doesn't do anything ever.
No.
Yeah.
Amumu, you're not giving Amumu enough credit. I don't think.
I'm giving him an ample amount of credit. I mean, he's one of my favorite junglers, and he's terrible. So I know exactly how bad he is. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we can still have the Wombo combo. We got Amumu into Zyra into Vygar. It could be annoying. I mean, if you let this game drag out long enough, it's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, we haven't had very. What's the longest game we've had on the stream today? Not longer than even like 35 minutes, right?
Yeah, 30, 40 minutes, something like that.
I think our longest game is about like 35.
Sorry. Yeah, so they're gonna heavy leash. So if Zyra needs to lay a couple plants, and can basically full leash this form if you wanted to. Let's actually watch that leash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So letting the first one tank, and then you walk over and let the second one tank. Okay, he took too many hits here. So right now he should be basically full health. Fortunately, he's lost a little bit there. It's not a huge deal. I'm assuming he's gonna do these next. Yeah. So he's going to finish red with about 3/4 of his health left. If he has all the right runes.
Now the weird thing, I just realized Amumu took Electrocute.
Yeah, I feel like you don't do that.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably should go.
I don't know what you're supposed to run.
I feel like you should probably go the health regen, the green one, and then probably sorcery as your secondary. I would assume.
Yeah, that
For the pages,
that would make the most
or
sense.
it's swapped, but I think it's probably the tank one, and then you build and then you have sorcery. That's what I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're seeing overall fairly even. Let's see. Let's check on Amumu here. Did he pop both of his? Okay, so I'm also a little bit confused why he's going full potions. So I mean, you pretty much always go refillable potion because of the fact that when you go back, you save gold in the end because you have refillable potion, right? But because of the fact that he's not doing that, he's going to struggle in this next clear because it's going to do a little bit too much damage to him. I don't really agree with the choice because refillable potion is so useful for basically 20 minutes of the game. And yeah, he's going to take tons of damage from these guys. They just do so much damage in general. But yeah, let's start looking at the lane here. So we've noticed that he's been struggling, right? But he's actually up in CS against the Snar right now.
The good thing about Pantheon, very easy to CS on, because once you get that E, that passive, minion health gets low enough, it's on auto crit.
Yep.
So it's same thing with your Qs as well.
So Kate and Zyra are already backing. They're up 7 CS. This is looking pretty good for.
And then I know we were talking about just runes a second ago with the Mumu, and I just realized I don't agree with Pantheon taking the Airy rune. I usually take Electrocute on Pantheon. Get that extra burst.
No reason for him to really go in here. I mean, I get doing a little bit more damage, but
he took a tower hit too.
Yeah, Narwa's probably gonna back. Honestly, probably gonna back anyway. He's gonna go back right now. So this forces Amumu's back. Amumu needed to back anyway, so it's just sort of like a net nothing here. Pantheon just has a huge wave. Nar's going to TP back in, most likely. and push the wave in, or he's going to walk up, because regardless, the wave's going to push. But we'll see. Yeah, Nara's going to walk to lane, so he's going to save his TP. And then Pantheons should be able to just TP back into lane.
Yeah. It's kind of your basic farming going on in mid lane. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy
nothing
happening
too crazy
yet.
right now.
They're about to hit 6 here in mid lane pretty soon.
Yeah, they're like halfway
But,
there.
yeah. So
I think it's one more wave and they hit 6.
it'll spice up a little bit when that happens.
So we got Nar coming back into lane. He just went ahead and got a Ruby Crystal. Pantheon is still here. He really needed to back about, like, 10 seconds ago, but it's all right. I mean, 28 to 19. He's going to back right now. Nar's going to try and maybe stop his back. No, he does not. He chooses to stay. Interestingly, Galio walked up just to hit that ward. I think he was going to try and go for a gank. That doesn't...
They probably called it off.
Okay, so we've got Skarner here. He's just obviously taking his pillars.
Skarner and Amumu just say hi really quick to each other.
Yeah, so Saber Kumquat is backing and he's choosing, I assume, to build standard like what he has been. Yeah, he's gonna opt for the Lost Chapter. And I think what we're gonna see here very soon is them decide. So because of the fact that Sivir Janna is just so good at pushing, they're going to have to make a decision really soon whether or not they're going to allocate resources to ganking bottom, because it's perfect prime ganking right now. They have the trap set up really well. Unfortunately, they're pushing the wave in, so hopefully Sivir pushes back, because I think they would have been better off just letting Sivir and Janna push into them because of the fact that they have so many globals. I mean, you've got Panthol, Vigar TP.
Yeah. A lot of global presence.
Yeah, and you're forced to basically... Saber's basically forced to hold his TP because of Galio. Because of Galio's ult.
Right.
This is going to do tons of damage. Okay, interesting. Galio just... Wow. Styled on Saber Kumquat.
Just dip, diving, and dodging.
Dip diving.
Dip diving.
So farming up top is still relatively even.
Sivir walking into the trap.
This is honestly going really well for R5, and this is honestly probably going to be a kill.
Okay. Heal comes out the last second.
Just barely doesn't get it. 44 CS to 35 though, and Sivir's going to be forced to back unless she is going to choose to risk the opportunity of being ganked. So Galio is level 6. I'm really not understanding why he isn't trying to maybe make a play bottom here. Because of the fact that like they're just so overextended, and you have Skarner about to finish red buff, so I think that, you could have just left everything mid there, left that CS mid and just gone bottom. But now we're gonna look at Skarner coming in. He's just gonna farm, just get this free farm here. Yeah. Hopefully get a little bit more ahead of Amumu. You'll notice Skarner has 16 CS above the Amumu, which definitely should not be happening. Considering Amumu is just straight farming jungler, really. So is Skarner. I mean, they're both really good at clearing.
Skarner has fastest clear times right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, but Amumu is just about as fast. I mean, when we were looking at Galio, interesting. Yeah. So if Amumu comes in here and just manages to get a single Q in combination with the ult, like Vigar gets the guaranteed stun. I mean, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I think Skarner should really look to rotate top lane though. I mean, Pantheon's at a health spot where that's almost a guaranteed kill. I mean,
yeah.
But
see what I love.
I think
I
Nar's
would love
gonna go
to see
back
from
here.
the Pantheon would be a little bit more aggressiveness and try to go for kills potentially.
Yeah.
That's what, because if you get if you tries to attack you, pops your Pantheon passive, then you jump in on him, reinitiate that, and you win a trade every time. And that's the one thing that I want to see him do.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Caitlyn did pop Flash already, didn't she?
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Sivir. Nope. She managed to get out. She
Vigar
just
gets
flashed.
A Skarner in the mid lane from that stun.
Let's take a look at that here.
That was he just kind of caught him off guard a little bit.
Okay, so Skarner has very little MR, 37 MR, and really not much health, only 900 health. So yeah, he just absolutely pops him.
Bam, bam, bam. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am, indeed. Okay, so we've got Kate and Zyra pushing in. I think they're going to do about half the turret damage here. Yeah.
They're starting the dragon.
Yeah, they're going to start dragon.
That's a good call.
This is definitely better rotations from the past games that we've seen from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Amumu takes dragons, perfectly well, especially with Zyra. I mean, he's not going to take any damage anymore, so they have an opportunity to gank.
You also noticed
they
didn't take the Skarner crystal pillar either.
Yeah,
so they
don't
aren't
know
alerted.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very smart.
Yeah, that's actually a good mind game to play with people because they don't realize that you shouldn't in every situation take that. Pantheon is going to be forced to back here unless he wants to die. So 64 to 71. I mean, the farm is still extremely even across the board. The only big thing is this Caitlyn Sivir match. I mean, it just looks like he's being outclassed.
Waiting the bot push here, and Vigor actually making the rotation from their bot jungle as well.
Yeah, let's. Okay. I think the Zyra was baiting there.
Wow,
and,
there's the Amumu ult.
Yeah, and the TP's coming in from
the
Galio. But Skarner's just going to die, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skarner's going to die. And then in combination with that, I think that the Caitlyn's going to get the Quadra here. Or Saber Kumquat steals it. Wow. So rude.
Wow, so that is a 4 for 0, and they're going to pick up the tower off that. That is huge.
Yeah, I think
starting off this game right now.
I think that we're just about approaching the level of this first game being over. Honestly, I mean, it's 4K gold lead. First tower's already gone to them. They have first dragon. It's their game to lose. I mean, all they have to do is rinse and repeat. I mean, Pantheon also has his ult, which has still not been used at all. I mean, the Pantheon hasn't even been, had to be involved, really.
Yeah. He teleports down, so he couldn't have teleported down. But,
no. I mean, you'll also notice that he has no kill participation, so.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, this damage is significant. He can kill this Gnar right now if he wants to. Yeah, so he just needs the auto. The auto attack reset there. If he jumps on him right now, he will kill this Pantheon, or he will kill this Gnar.
Probably just coming off cooldown. We got the teleport coming in from
Pantheon has flash. He could have just flashed Q there and gotten that kill. Very interesting decision making here. I mean, there's a situation where they all just die here to Veigar and Pantheon.
Janna's making the rotation up top. Janna's up top too right now.
Yeah, this is interesting little playmaking going on here. I mean, Veigar can just flash ult him. It's going to be up here. Oh, wait, it is up right now, isn't it?
There's ult set up.
Veigar's ult is not up right now.
It's almost. We're
just
a few
3 seconds. Yeah. Oh, man, this could be spicy as hell. Oh. Okay, so Veigar has the potential to take this turret.
Rito, please.
Yeah, so he's doing about 100 every hit, so he has to hit it 20 more times in combination with the minions. So he's only going to get it down to like a third.
Still really
and Galio misses his taunt. We're looking at if they focus the Skarner right now. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Caitlyn is most likely dead in this situation. Gets the shutdown gold. On Skarner, that's not necessarily the greatest because he's already got Cinder Hulk, and all he can really complete is his boots right now. But this is really good. Right now, the Gnar's going on the Zyra, and we're going to see what happens here. But
he's not gonna.
And Veigar gets top turret. I think that's fairly even trade there between Caitlyn, the Caitlyn shutdown gold, plus the global gold that you're getting from taking down the turret.
Yeah.
Pantheon's coming in. Yeah. Fortunately, he can't do very much to Sivir, obviously, because of the W. But, yeah, I'm assuming Pantheon is going to... Looks like he's going for Duskblade or Youmuu's.
When I try Pantheon, I usually have Ghostblade as my first or second item. That speed boost really help. You can close the gap.
Yeah, no, for sure. Not the greatest spot here for Saber Kumquat. Gnar, if he would have just gotten this ult off here, it probably would have been a dead Veigar. But as we can see, now we have Zyra and Amumu basically going into mid lane. They'll be able to cover in case they try to do anything funny. But I mean,
nice for the Caitlyn's just free farming down bot lane right now. Just kind of.
Yes, she is. She's 99 to 73. So let's look at the gold difference here. Okay, so we're looking at around around a 2K gold difference for Kate versus Sivir. That's very significant. So unfortunately, there is no ward happening right here, but it looks like they caught him. But Pantheon really doesn't do anything to stop it. Skarner just like kind of got scared and ran out. I mean, that's obviously the safe play, but yeah, he could have just taken
if
that.
You're Pantheon, you want to start trying to duel that.
Yeah.
You want to try to start to take those stuns, see if you can just kill him. Force him to maybe burn a summoner or two.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a fight mid lane, especially because Infernal, or I think it's Infernal. Infernal's going to be up here, or no, Mountain's going to be up in a minute.
Amumu really deep right now.
Yeah, very deep. Really doesn't
backs off though.
Really doesn't need to be. That's a very well placed trap there by Caitlyn because Skarner couldn't really follow up. Amumu does not have flash, so he can't do any crazy ults right now. But Galio goes
right
in.
Into the that
was definitely a mistake. I do believe that this Galio is going to die.
Yes.
Amumu can also potentially do an ult or a Q ult on basically anyone of his choosing. But I do believe they're going to get the second turret. Let's take a look here. Skarner, yeah. So Amumu is blocking out the Skarner from coming back. That's really well done. They could potentially even try and go for this next turret if they really want to be ballsy. I think that they're just going to reset, maybe go for
Rift Herald.
For Rift,
I think backing off Rift Herald is a better
play. I think that's the safer play.
Yeah. Because with Skarner and Sivir back
you're not
defending that turret,
you're
not going to get enough damage for it to really make a difference.
Yeah.
But they are going to take blue buff away from the Skarner or just from the from Redacted.
Yeah, so they're going to get this Rift Herald for free.
And actually, yeah, Redacted doesn't have any vision on this top river right now. Or, oh wait, that's not yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
R5 has
R5
has some decent. Oh, those aren't wards. Those are Zaya.
Indeed, they are. Look at all these zombie wards across that map, though.
It's such a
1,
good
2,
map,
3,
yeah.
like there's like 4. They're not clearing them. So I think we're seeing the Janna struggling to clear wards. I mean, their entire inner jungle is warded at this point, which it doesn't really need to be, but I'm assuming it's because they're all zombie wards. So yeah, so Amumu's going to go in. Skarner, all Skarner can really do is try and jump over. Does not get the steal. Now he has to flash over. Yeah, that's just an all-around, like, not a great situation for.
I mean, even if you took it, I don't think it'd be as worth it.
Yeah, was it really even worth it to even go for it? I mean, I guess you're double mountains. You're trying to stop the push because that's what they're going to keep doing. They have Rift Herald plus double mountain. I mean, that's a great combo to just break the first inner.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, I know we mentioned earlier,
Pantheon here.
Amumu caught up to Skarner in CS.
Yeah, 91 to 87. I'm assuming Amumu is gonna go for interesting. I think he's going for Rylai's.
Yes, that makes sense on Amumu.
Or no, he's not going for Rylai.
Yeah, the Rylai's is the one, the health one that slows for magic damage.
Yeah, they changed the build path so many times. I always forget what it.
I think it's still Blasting Wand, Amp Tome, and Ruby Crystal.
Yeah, because it used to be Giant's build, didn't it? Or
no, it's been those 3 for a while now. I think.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of different. There's a different item change. I think you're thinking of. But kind of pushing up mid.
Yeah,
who was it that took the Rift Herald? So who has the Rift Herald?
Yeah, so
that's Amumu.
I assume it's Amumu. Got it, yeah.
So it's kind of their choice.
Yeah,
they have both mid and top lanes building up a wave.
Basically, if they were to just push right now with Rift, they could get this turret easily. I mean, Amumu should not necessarily be just like front lining like all the time here, but he is in a situation where he basically and he that's crazy. So in those situations, this is actually a perfect opportunity for as soon as Vigar captures someone, Pantheon should be pushing a side wave and immediately ulting into them, and then Amumu can combo on top of that. Like that's your bread and butter, right? Because they can't get out of it without stunning themselves. Obviously, the more optimal thing is to stun, but I mean, if you can't do that, if you lock it out. Yeah, so the Caitlyn traps right here are set up basically for if they counter push into them. Unfortunately, they just lost all of their minions, so I don't think that there's going to be much of a fight beyond that. So Amumu gets the 5-man ulti, but there's almost no follow-up.
Wow, huge ult
and
from
the
the
Gnar
Mega
ult
Gnar.
is amazing with the Wombo.
Wow,
Oh my gosh.
That was forced.
Yeah.
That was very forced.
And like I said, like you set up all your Kate traps right here in the middle, and if you're not going to be fighting on them, there's no point in them being there, right? So you
want under tower
Amumu should
instead.
not have gone in there. Amumu should have basically baited it and forced them to fight in the Kate traps.
Right. So
Oh,
now
that was a huge blunder.
Yeah, so now Redacted gets to push back. We'll see what they do with the man advantage, couple man advantage here. See if Zyra.
Yeah, I mean, Zyra and Amumu already have Rylai's.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost some gold there. They still have a 6,000 gold lead. I mean, it's it's not like the worst thing in the world, but it is it is fairly significant.
A lot of that bonus gold is just on the Veigar and the Caitlyn.
So they have double mountain, right? And there's no, as far as we can see, they have no vision of Baron right now.
Yeah, so it makes me wonder, do you think they're going to try for the Baron?
With Zyra traps, they could do it, especially since Nar's bottom.
Plus double mountain.
Yeah.
That just helps.
I think they're going to try and look to... Okay, so Skarner, I think that's going to alert them to start... Yeah, they're all just going to start heading over. Now they're just waiting on it because they know it's not warded. Interesting that they're going to try and go for it now. I think that this is the most inopportune time for them to go for it. But look at that Zyra damage from the... This is going to get down to 2,000 right now.
Dead. It's gone.
They already got it.
It's too late.
That was perfect. That was my bad right there. I did not realize Zyra was going to do that much damage.
Stun.
Yeah, and then we have...
But they're collapsing.
Yeah, they're collapsing on him here. I think that's a pretty much guaranteed
great
kill.
Lockdown by the Zyra and the exhaust going on the Janna.
Janna already flashed,
Amumu.
so he misses out on that there.
Just
so
barely.
yeah, I mean, Pantheon's taking that for them. This is basically a free turret. I mean, there's nothing that they can really do to stop this.
If they try to hold it, they're going to get dove and die.
They're just going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to go for the next one as well. Wow. Great play by the Pantheon. That's honestly one of the best plays I've seen all day from him. That, like...
Yeah, that's great.
I mean,
good stun.
bread and butter,
Lockdown.
WQE, man.
Get the Galio lockdown in.
Oh, wow,
Just
yeah.
the taunt,
So,
jump on him.
So right there, like, I think we saw a significant lack of focus there. There's no reason why that Galio shouldn't have died.
He was locked down for so long.
Yeah, it just was basically like them backing up, like not really understanding that they need to just go on him. But, I mean, overall...
So they're going to back off, buy some items with the money they just got off the turret and the Baron and the couple kills. Kind of reset.
Yeah, they're up almost 10,000 gold.
Next dragon's up in 40 seconds. What's the next dragon?
Yeah, let's see what it
over
is.
here. Infernal. That's huge.
Yeah, double Mountain plus Infernal is about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Secondary to
Yeah.
3 Infernals, obviously. and 2 Infernals thereafter.
And the thing to note as well for this game, Pantheon's keeping pretty even with the Gnar in CS. And a lot of past games...
Yeah. Maybe
we've seen Nars go ahead, and top laners just go ahead,
But-
especially against Logical and top lane.
Well-
It's great he's keeping up in CS this game.
Yeah, so apparently he's decent at Pantheon, and the only bad thing about this is they're just going to ban it.
But I mean, isn't they going to ban Wukong
And
Pantheon?
Pantheon? Probably not, right? But, I mean, I think that, like, a really solid top laner is going to completely counter anything that, like, a Pantheon would ever be able to do. But it is really annoying to play against
So
early
Skar's
on.
going to try to go for the steal again. Is this flash up
Yeah,
right
but
now? His
Gnar
flash
also
is up.
has ult as well.
Pantheon jumping on.
Yeah, Pantheon
they
jumping
secure
in.
it.
Yeah, and they get that free kill. And you'll notice all of
Now
these...
they're separated.
Yeah, all these people are separated. They decided to do that without actually thinking about the fact that everyone needed to go into pit if they were going to do that. And Galio ulted, so they would have been safe. But they chose to instead...
Split up.
Yeah, split up. No apparent reason.
No real reason.
Yeah, besides, hey man, I'm going to steal this. Like
there wasn't really any plan beyond.
Yeah,
let's
hey,
try to
I'm gonna
smite steal the
this.
dragon.
Yeah.
There was no plan beyond that, which is I think the fault.
I mean, Gnar couldn't jump in. I mean, it was like... Yeah, and they're going to get this turret for free.
Yeah, and they got this. Still have the Baron buff up.
and-
Oh, no, yeah, still got the Baron buff up.
Has Amumu even ulted?
I think he might have ulted in the dragon.
Oh,
pit.
wow. Feels bad for Caitlyn here.
Oh no, dragged right in.
But, I mean, Pantheon's taking bottom turret. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be.
They're gonna get
If they
the
ever
inhib.
get into any trouble, Pantheon should be ulting in, like,
Oh,
right
there's the
about
Amumu
now.
ultimate.
Is
Wow.
the Pantheon ult's available? I think the Pantheon just needs to come in here, like, right now.
Yeah, that'd
Pantheon,
be the
please
time.
ult. Pantheon. Fortunately, we don't see it.
Have we seen Pantheon ult this game?
But, okay, I mean, we're going to have Zyra Pantheon be
They're still
pushing this
pushing.
bottom lane
Baron
here.
buff's still
They
up.
could get it if they just keep auto-attacking it. They could basically get it if they want to. They could die for it. They don't need to die for it, but, yeah, I mean.
Baron buff just went away.
Okay, so he's going to choose to die for it.
Yeah, he's just
okay, so now all hibs are open. Oh, wow, he almost gets it. I don't think Pantheon should have wasted his flash there. Or wait, no, he didn't even,
he didn't
even have to. It looked like he did.
No,
but
he
yeah.
just it was the hop.
Yeah,
It was
the hoppy,
stun.
the hippity hoppity.
Hippity hoppy stun.
Hippity hoppity.
Mini Riven.
Mini Riven. Okay. Wombo. All right, so 12K gold lead. You know, exactly in the beginning of mid game here. I mean, I see no reason why they're not going to just run it down mid and win the game.
I mean, they can split push, or not split push, but go a different lane because they have the mid hib down. So that'll push the mid lane will push itself.
Yeah, if they just throw Pantheon and down bot and you know they all go for top, like that would work as well. Whatever they want to do. I mean, the game is honestly it's just about over. I mean, it's barring some sort of crazy gnarl like we saw earlier.
Yeah, or a way out of position catch. Position? A way out. Oh my. Oof. A way out of position catch.
Yeah.
By like Skarner or somebody, and pulling someone is probably the only way Redacted can really make a solid comeback into this game.
Yeah. So here we're about to see a fight happen. Veigar does have to ult away. Skarner's going to ult in. I think Kate does have flash. Unfortunately, does not get to use it. She does not have flash. Okay, so Galio has to flash out of the Veigar ult. So I mean, it's a 1-for-1 trade, right? Skarner for Caitlyn. That does eliminate their pushing potential as much as they would like. But Veigar is Veigar right now and can basically one-shot anyone on their team. So we also have combination with Amumu. They're just going to look to hopefully just push this in and, yeah, finish it off. Pantheon's also pushing top here for the last turret.
So they're probably just going to go for all three.
They just got that. Gnar just tried to go in. Pantheon is getting this turret. We're seeing Veigar maybe overextend a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine. They have a lot of minions to deal with in the base.
Yeah, so double inhib down, no turrets left for them to defend with. Baron's up in a minute. That's perfect. Like that's perfect time for them to just go back, reset. Let's see how much gold they have across the board. We've got 2,000 on Veigar, 1,200 on. Yeah, they should just back, reset, get Baron in the game.
I think that's the plan of attack for them right now. And steal blue buff.
I mean, I am very impressed with the Pantheon this game. He's been doing his job. He kept up in farm. I mean, he has significantly more farm than we've ever even seen him have. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he was playing against a lane opponent that could not deal with him.
Yeah.
And that's solid. But what where we're at right now, Veigar's 6-0. I mean, it's about hopeless. Like I just don't see them making this comeback. It's going to be a tough one.
And yeah, this is the thing we talked about with the team comps. Like, so if Redacted had maybe not gotten as far behind or been a little bit more even, their team comp would be great, and they'd be able to pick people off. But now that they're weak and Ravenous 5 has people that are very fed and very strong, do a lot of damage, the tankiness sustained doesn't really work for their team comp.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about how, like, the damage output wouldn't be a problem if they made fights last long enough. But the thing is, they're so fed that, like, the other team's so fed that it just doesn't even matter. I mean, I think we're going to see basically Veigar one-shotting basically anyone that he damn well pleases.
Gnar's going in.
Oh, what a Gnarl. If anything was going to happen here,
Galio
this would be it.
in. John coming down.
But
Amumu
Caitlyn,
ult.
look at this Caitlyn damage that's coming out right now. Caitlyn is just auto-attacking them all to death, and that's what I talked about. Caitlyn just destroys them once he gets 3 items, and it looks like that's going to be GG.
In that fight, the Amumu ult locked them all down, and Caitlyn just did all the rest of the damage they needed.
The Mumu lockup into Zyra ult, I mean, they basically were CC'd indefinitely.
So, yeah, Redacted hit R5 with their wombo combo, and R5 said, no, ours is better.
Hey, we're so fed that it doesn't even matter.
Wow, great first game. coming out from R5 and Redacted. R5 will take the first game in 29 minutes. And we'll see what Redacted does to counter the play from R5 here in game 2.
Yes, we will. And let's get that next game going. Actually, yeah.
Extra hot. So I'm thinking here in the pick ban phase for this second game that Redacted is definitely going to take away the Vigar from R5. And
Yeah, I don't even know what they're gonna, everything they're gonna ban out.
yeah, it'll be interesting. 'Cause I don't know if they can really ban out everything that they want to ban out, at least for the first round of bans.
For sure. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so we get all the guys get logged on, just taking a brief little break here in between the games. We can see R5 just kind of in the tournament room right now at their computers, just kind of discussing. It seems like what they need to do, like what went wrong that game, what they need to change, where they need to have their focus, because there was points throughout the game there was just kind of a disconnect, a lack of like where they needed to go, what they needed to do at what specific times, and just a few bad calls as well, just with some engages. But there with all those bad things that came out, there's still a lot of positive things that came out as well from Redacted from that game. They had a lot of good picks. They had a few good team fights early on as well that went their way. And there were a few good picks from the Skarner as well that caught out the Caitlyn, was able to bring her in. They were able to focus her down. So we'll see what they end up doing. But as soon as R5 is ready here, we will get into our pick ban phase of our game 2 of losers semifinals here. So stay tuned, guys, and we will be right back. getting into our game number 2 here in just a second as we wait for a member on R5 to get back from the bathroom. When nature calls, I guess. So as soon as he is back, we'll get this game 2 started for the pick ban phase of game 2 of R5 versus Redacted.
Your emperor shall
All right,
return.
we're getting into game 2, pick ban phase. And then are those are the names on the right side? Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Sweet. So
I think we're maybe gonna see the Gnar ban.
potentially.
Vigar ban instantaneously.
It's your funeral.
Yes, Vigar first ban, the York ban coming out from
He must
R5.
have something in mind that he wants to play if they're banning Azir. Interesting Yorick ban here. I don't even know if their top laner plays Yorick, honestly. Diana ban.
Diana ban.
That's pretty standard. I
See
mean,
what the-
I feel like Redacted should just play Kha'Zix and shit on him, but that's just me.
Sejuani ban coming out for the third ban for R5.
To the briny deep.
Fizz ban. Hey,
Yeah, I don't.
that means Logical can actually pick up Wukong potentially.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice that.
So, because all the teams have been banning out as Wukong.
In my opinion, though, you're not gonna win any of the next games because people are gonna ban Wukong. So
Yeah,
you
that's what I
should
was-
be
that's what I
you
was
should be
wondering.
playing the champion that you're not gonna play regularly, regardless, right?
Yeah.
But I understand playing to win, but I don't know, playing for the long con as well.
R5 picking up Ezreal.
I don't necessarily think you need to be first picking Ezreal, but
Eh.
especially when you have Janna not being picked up, which is just insane champion.
And then they go first picking back that Gnar. Going back to that Gnar lane. I mean, the Gnar made a lot of plays last game.
Yeah, the Gnar played.
That they almost won a couple team fights, and if if R5 hadn't been as fed as they were towards the end there, those team fights could have definitely swung back towards for Redacted.
Yeah, the Gnar played amazingly.
And then the Zaya picked up as well for AD carry for Redacted. One of the many Zayas we've seen today. Let's see if R5 goes back. They do. They go back towards that Amumu pick. Picking up the Amumu again, game 2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
They won with it.
live wire my.
They won with it.
Yeah, they won. So yeah, what do you say?
Unfortunately, the Zaya is now picked up for them, and as we've seen, Zaya is the make or break
And that's the funny.
AD carry.
So Logical had the chance to go Wukong, and he's like, no,
I'm sticking with
I'm
Pantheon.
on. I did a good Pantheon. Like, I'll do it again.
I done good.
I did good.
You know what hasn't been banned yet? Xerath.
Xerath has not been banned yet. Do you think
Might
Saber
see
will
it.
try to take
We
Xerath
might see it.
instead of
I have a
Vigar?
feeling
I
it's
mean,
gonna-
Vigar's banned, but I mean,
I have a feeling it's gonna be banned, but
yeah.
I don't think Vigar was the reason that they won that game. I think that it was just the fact that they didn't play, like, Redacted just didn't play to their potential.
Oh wow, there's the Zyra ban.
Yeah,
coming out from
interesting,
Redacted.
right? Like Zyra of all
They-
things to ban.
Yeah, they really. I guess they really didn't like playing against it last game.
Ezreal, I'm assuming it's going to be something along the lines of like Ezreal Nami, Ezreal Lulu.
Yeah, that'd be your standard go-to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Totally
R5
banned
actually
Xerath.
bans Azerath. Okay.
Not a fan of playing with Xerath. And the Zac is picked up, right? So Zac does everything that Amumu does, but better.
True.
I shall endure.
And I think that it's only going to be better, right? Because Skarner had a really tough time getting in, whereas we talked about this. Zac has an easy way in
Just jump on in.
and an easy way to ult people out. So I think it's going to change the dynamic of the team fight compared to last game.
Yeah, most definitely. And then the Anivia band coming out from Redacted and the Tom Kench band coming out from R5.
Yeah, I definitely think Saber probably would have preferred to play Anivia here. I have a feeling. Zac scales very well with building health MR items, so like at the same time that could have been a problem. You're also looking at the fact that Zed could be picked up here, right?
That's what I was thinking of. I mean, he could go back. He's played Zed a couple
I
times
don't
today.
think that Zed is like a good thing to play here, but I mean at the same time we saw him play it into an Anivia and absolutely destroy the Anivia. So
Morgana support being picked up for
yeah,
R5.
so we have no idea what they're gonna play mid lane.
Yeah, both teams saving mid lane for last.
Yeah.
See what R5.
I mean, I
picks up.
definitely agree with that for Redacted because they're gonna struggle against whoever Saber Kumquat picks. Are we gonna see something standard? Whoa! This is a throwback team comp if I've ever seen
Ooh.
one. This is
Oh,
like
boy.
season 3 at its finest.
Oh hell yeah, this is great. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm loving this already.
So I need to look up whatever Kale's pick rate even is.
It's
I mean,
low.
It's gotta be low.
It's
Pick rate
super low.
0.04%. But you know what the win rate is? 56%.
Yeah, her winner is high because only people that like to play her play her.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's insane.
That's why.
Yeah.
And then the Karma mid coming out from Redacted. That's
That's
a
very
really interesting mid lane
yeah.
matchup.
I haven't seen. I mean, this used to happen. This used to be a thing that was played. Karma and Kale both played the mid lane. Very common. Hasn't been like that in a long time.
Yeah,
though.
you see Karma supports every now and then, but no more Karma mids that much.
Yeah. So actually, Saber used to be really good at Karma mid. It's sort of troll because you would just get so much health off of your mantra, and everything else, and you'd basically bait people into thinking that you were low health, and then you would like heal for like.
And then
almost
also
all
your
of it.
shields were insane
Yes.
too. Alright, so we have a few minutes here.
Yeah,
before
so
we,
obviously
wait.
Redacted is going with a very standard team comp outside of the Karma, and R5 opting for another, similar, I mean like.
R5 gives the middle finger to the meta right now.
Yeah, they don't even care. I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Saber Kumquat fares mid, especially when you have Karma and Zac for a double potential lockup on her or on Saber. So he's not going to have that ability to basically just like walk away with his stun like he has in previous games. He's going to have to really pay attention to warding the jungle.
The funny thing is, even if so let's say Saber hits 6, feels like he's gonna die. He pops his ultimate. Zac can still ultimate and pull the Kale away.
Yeah.
Like he still can be moved.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's also not ideal for him.
The way to beat Kale is to eliminate as much of her damage as possible, and you basically accomplish that by CCing her in what you can. So you don't even have to do damage to her if you just CC her.
Yeah. Just you gotta stop her auto attacks as much as possible. I'm confused why this interaction going on here.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, this is losers semifinals.
And it's 1-0 right now in favor of R5. Ravenous 5.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at what the projected was. So Redacted is actually projected to win this. And then low IQ, 80 carry, big ego is projected to win losers finals, and boosted animals is projected to win the whole thing. So almost everything is correct so far, except for loser semis.
Interesting. Do, do, do.
23, 22, 21,
Starting that countdown early.
90, 80. Okay. I seem to have a message.
Yeah. What the hell? Doing all these custom games.
What do you cut them for? And we're going to be getting into it.
Yeah. Let's see who wins the battle that is who has the most skins. And the better skins.
And unfortunately, the overlay keeps swapping because they switch teams. R5 is up 1-0.
Do, do, do.
Do,
Wow.
do, 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 do.
Redacted wins the skin battle.
Skin battle.
Everybody having skins on this
Skin battle
team.
has been won. I'm a little bit scared that this is going to go to 1-1, just simply because of the fact that I'm about to pass out. Yeah, no. Don't play League all night, boys. So
Stay in school.
I really wish that we had a Majin Buu Zac skin.
That'd be tight.
Unfortunately, we're stuck with this purple goo. And
Yeah.
the best of all of the Nar skins, as you can see. The beautiful.
Oh, wow.
The great.
There's a...
Yeah, we
There's
got a
actually
little
fighting
level
going
1
on here.
rumble here. He already activates his mantra Q.
It's the most exciting level 1 we've had all day. And that's just a couple
And
pokes.
that's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this team fight that's happening.
Having fun over there.
I am having fun. Okay, I don't remember how to get this off.
Oh, jeez. Well, if you didn't know Tarek's
did it.
beginning stats,
Yeah,
now you
if
do.
you didn't know that Tarek has 755 health compared to 625 on Zaya, and 600. Wow, Tarek has a lot of health.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from that.
All right, so we're getting in here.
I did it. I don't know how.
Zach's starting at blue. And then if you want to pull up vision for everybody, there we go. Amu actually starting red, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted the help on the start, I assume. This actually is pretty standard. If you're starting on blue side, so he's gonna run basically out of mana as soon as he finishes his blue. He is a big dummy if he goes and tries to do these.
The wolves?
Yeah, he should not be trying to do wolves. He should just jump over this.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna opt to ward this. It's pretty smart. Or wait, what?
Where are you going,
What?
buddy?
Oh, okay. We have to watch
What
the
are these
invading a Mumu, right?
shenanigans?
Invading a Mumu. This is the most manly thing I've ever seen.
Oh, man. The mummy.
Oh, wait. You're gonna go up there, ward it, and then not do anything? No. Whoa. Oh.
Saber's coming up as well. The mummy balls on this guy. Just
He takes it.
muscles
Okay,
his
he
way
opts
in
for
there.
the Q. He's gonna get the kill.
Wow.
And he gets
They pop
first
it.
blood. Oh my gosh.
Oh, teleport coming in to
Oh yeah,
save
the teleport
Zac.
is coming in to save the Zac. But
It's
whoa,
canceled.
Was that bug or did he
What?
cancel it?
I think he had to have canceled.
Oh, he canceled it.
No. Wait, did Pantheon stun him maybe, top lane?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
I think Pantheon stopped the
that
stunt.
is glorious. That is
Wow.
absolutely glorious.
Do you want to go back and see
Yeah,
that?
I actually.
I want to go back and see if that was
no,
the case.
we'll just stick with it.
Okay.
Well,
We'll just
overlay
we'll just
looks
assume-
correct
we'll
right
just
now.
assume
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I'm
how it
assuming that
happened.
happened because.
There's no other way.
No, actually,
Was
Karma was the one that did it. So
Oh.
she canceled it herself. Right?
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karma TP'd.
Weird.
Yeah, interesting. It wasn't as amazing as we thought it was.
Damn.
It almost looked like a bug because the interaction was like really weird.
Yeah.
It like the Zac like jumped like the
He didn't die.
blob
Yeah.
like jumped and then died.
Well, that is first blood going over to the Amumu, which is going to help
Yeah.
out his starting.
So like
start
this is
really
great
good.
and all right, but how are they gonna replicate this in the next games against teams that we know are not gonna let stuff like that happen? Is what I'd really like to
Different
see.
shenanigans?
Yeah, the potential for it.
Good black shield
Really great
coming out.
black shield there.
Yeah,
I mean,
stopping the
perfect.
Tarek stun.
So Ezreal should have been auto-attacking there, so you notice that he like went for the minions. A common misconception there is that like you always need to be last hitting like perfectly. Like your objective is to get the lane opponent out of lane. Like
Yeah.
and if you're gonna lose 1 CS to win a trade significantly, like he was already like 3/4 health in comparison to basically like Xayah had half. So
Oh, great.
yeah, great, absolutely great. And he blows the exhaust early, so Morgana Black Shield is working out splendidly.
Yes. And we got Zac sitting up in the top bush up there, top
Yeah,
lane.
interesting, right? I mean,
But it's all pushed in. Like,
yeah, I mean,
unless-
he's level 3 as well, so he's not going to go as far. I see in no situation outside of Pantheon just misplaying where he needs to be going in here. And he's level 5 now, so on top of that, like, yeah, interesting decision here.
There's
so
definitely not gonna be a dive.
I think that he is trying to tilt this Pantheon because he's going to keep sitting here. And, I mean,
He's
I
gonna
don't think
get
the
him.
Pantheon is experienced enough
Unless he
to
backs right now.
to know that he needs to back right now, right?
I mean, I wouldn't ever. You wouldn't ever think.
Oh, wow. And he's going to make it out.
Yo,
Oh.
run. He's running.
Oh, my God. You see
Wow.
that? That is the man himself.
Ooh, man.
You're a bad boy.
Escapes by the hair on his chinny chin chin.
Yes. And we saw Xayah continuing to lose health down here. 45 to... Why does this keep
36.
Why does this keep resetting? Whatever. Okay. 46 to 36. Yeah, that's pretty significant. Let's look at the gold difference here. So 300 gold difference. Ezreal can go back and buy just about anything he wants. I mean, he has 1,600 gold.
Yeah.
Really great farming by him. And then, yeah, so pretty standard here for most Kales. You opt for the Stinger.
So
Kale-
he's gonna rush that Nash.
Yeah, so
right?
Kale is Kale's arguably like one of the greatest late game champions. Like she does
the damage is
so
it's
much damage
crazy.
if you let her get there.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Like
she's gotta get there
It's
first.
not a problem with her late game. It's just that you can never get there because her early
You
game
need
is
like
just
4 items for it to
Yeah.
happen.
just trash. But
So what's the normal build on that Kale? Is what Nashor's Tooth into Rageblade into
probably yeah. I mean
Triforce?
that's I don't know about Triforce.
Wishbane then.
Didn't people used to go like Runans or something on her? I don't remember. It was like something weird. But
I thought you always went a Sheen item for like one of your first 3 items. But
she'd
maybe
probably
it
go
changed.
Lichbane, right?
You would think.
But
But I mean, she scales with both AD and AP.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see what he ends up trying to
yeah,
go.
so it's interesting. The top laner, he was saying how he was having some issues last
Also,
game.
look
but
at the CS difference.
yeah, the 47 to 28. I mean, that's a pretty significant CS difference. And Amumu is not level 6 quite yet. Zac is actually down 20 CS to this Amumu. So
This is a really great start from
yeah,
R5 and a concerning start for Redacted. Right
yeah,
now.
I mean, arguably, like, they have a mixture between, like, good early game champions and bad early game champions on R5. But across the board, I mean, like,
they're just up in everything.
yeah, like, the
There's not
Anar's
a-
team is very, like, solid. Like,
There's
it's
not a lane on Redacted that's ahead.
yeah, and they should be, really. They should be at least even, if not ahead.
Yeah. So we'll see. It'll come up a lot to see if Zac can get off a really good gank potentially and help excel one of these lanes.
Yeah, so Zac's
That's
still
what
not
we
level
need- that's
6.
what we need to look for.
I mean, so at the 7-minute marker, 7:20 around there, that's when you should be hitting level 6. In competitive games, sometimes it extends to like 7:40 in 8 minutes, but like there's no reason why you should not be level 6 right now. And okay, so right there, Ezreal didn't actually need to need to E out. He actually could have E'd in for extra damage since Taric already stunned if he really wanted to get that extra damage off. But I mean, it's not like it's a bad play what he did right there. But I mean,
he had the black shield.
Yeah, he just played a little bit scared. Yeah, he had the black shield. It would have backed him up. He just would have done a little bit more damage. You're also running into the fact that Taric just heals for days, and he's it's basically like what they just did was null.
It was the safer of the plays.
Yeah,
they're picking out Dragon right now. They're going.
Yeah,
Dragon.
they're going for it. This is great. Infernal, first one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is awesome.
This is what
and
you
then
want to see.
Ezreal with Kayle. I didn't even think about the fact with the extra attack
boost.
speed from the W.
That's a lot of just burst, like extra damage, like DPS that you don't really think about.
So they're opting to just play safe down here and just get the farm. They're up, but they're about to be up 15 CS bot lane, and then we have. Kayle and Karma are basically dead even, but unfortunately for Karma, this doesn't get better for her. This just gets worse. Like, Kayle's already past the point of like her not being as useful, and yeah, it's just gonna get murderous.
Because what Redacted needs to do is they need to start getting the Xayah ahead.
Yeah.
Because that's their win condition, is get that Xayah very fed and her to do lots of damage. And then they can support her with the Karma and the Taric.
And you're never, okay, so Zach's going to come in here, and I'll probably, like, somehow make a mistake, but there is no situation where Kayle dies 1v2 against them at this point. He has ult plus shield, or plus flash. Ult plus flash equals I am never dying to a Zach gank. Like,
yeah.
Like, honestly, if he wanted to, he probably could have just ulted there and walked away. And never even had to flash.
And then...
So they are pushing this in, getting a little bit of damage on the turret. Unfortunately for them, Ezreal already went back and got a Sheen, and he's up. Not as much CS as he was. He's only up 400. So they're going in on the Pantheon. Gnar needs to flash for this, I believe.
Teleport coming in.
Yeah, teleport coming in here.
They're gonna
so
try
Amumu
to turn
needs
on
to.
this.
Yeah. So Amumu just needs to go in on this, like right now.
And Pantheon needs the ult on this.
Unfortunately, misses that. It's all right though.
No, he's okay.
I don't think that the Pantheon ult would have been fast enough.
Zach and Karma are making their way
yeah,
out.
They
We're
are.
gonna have a team fight here in a
yeah,
second.
I think we are.
Diving. Wow.
Okay,
flash.
gets the instant kill maybe. You very unfortunate for blue team there. I think this is going to turn out very poorly unless Kayle can manage to like dodge out a little bit more damage here. They might get out of this. Zach can just E.
Oh wow, Karma missed that Q. Flash coming in.
And he goes for it. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, arguably they might have been able to turn and burn there and kill them both.
I think,
but
with the
it would have been really hard
with the right focus and the right plays under the turret. I think if Pantheon started taking the turret hits potentially instead of the Amumu, and they all backed out towards lane instead of towards top jungle, it could have worked out maybe better for him.
Yeah, and Amumu is, Amumu is doing pretty all right now. I mean, he's about
very far ahead in CS.
About a third to his Rylai's, right, or halfway to his Rylai's, and I mean he's 35 CS up on
that's the huge part
Zach,
right now,
which is crazy. And this Ezreal lane is clearly getting worse since we've looked at it. It's 104 to 87. So the dragon should be up here in what, like 3 minutes or so, I believe.
Roughly. Black shield coming out from Morgana. Just making sure it doesn't get stunned.
Next dragon is another Infernal, so
wow.
This is definitely the game for...
Here comes Zach down.
Yeah, so Zach, I think, was just warding that bush.
Yeah, we thought about it, but then he saw the Amumu and backed off.
Yeah.
Look at this vision control right around this.
I think they're actually, like, one of these is wasted, right? Like, I think this is the optimal one.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, in some cases this is, right? Because if you keep warding this one over and over again, they're just going to keep taking him. But, okay, so we have Kayle coming for, or, Kayle about to be ganked on. And Kayle just needs to ult and should be fine.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe not.
Close. She's got a heal coming out, though.
Desperately needed Amumu there and did not get it.
Yep. Amumu going in?
Interesting, yeah.
Okay. Just kind of like.
Yeah. So
Says
bot lane
hi.
is just not. Oh my
Wow.
lord!
That is an all-in if I've ever seen it.
Before he could even get the Taric ult off, he gets the kill.
I don't think the Xayah saw that one coming.
Yeah, I think the Xayah is being outclassed right now by this
Yes.
Ezreal Morgana bot lane. This is unreal.
There goes the Ezreal to push the
So,
wave in even harder.
Where they're struggling now, it's funny, right? Because Kale's like starting to struggle a little bit in the mid lane, but at the same time, Ezreal basically has free reign bottom lane, and if you let Ezreal become mid lane Ezreal like early, this just becomes very bad for you. I mean, all the solo laners are dying, as we can clearly see here, but I mean, they're most likely
getting a good gank top.
So Ezreal just needs to push one more time to get this bot turret after he backs, and they're gonna get first turret gold, I assume, unless Amumu manages to not be able to defend this. But yeah, we're looking at first turret being taken here, and they need to run away. Luckily, they do have Black Shield. I think Karma needs to probably put it on herself, and she does.
Wow.
And
that damage coming
got the
out,
heal
though.
off here. Oh man, this is scary.
That's a great arcane shift from the Ezreal too to dodge that.
And here we have Kale just being Kale, you know, being the king. Look at that cute little adorable toy. That's a house. Gnar throws houses.
Yeah.
That's what kind of little
no big
thing
deal.
he is.
Just houses.
It's a house of Cosby's. 3-0 to 0-1-2, and they're even in CS. Let's see what the gold deficit is here across Kale versus Karma. It's 4,700, 5,200. So actually keeping it like
It's not
pretty
that,
respectable.
It's not, for Karma being up
Yeah,
3
3-0.
kills.
Yeah, it's only 500 gold difference. Like
Kale does have 2
so
assists,
I
but
think
that's only still a
Kale
little
is
bit of
about to
gold.
finish Nashor's Tooth here. If so, that spells, yeah, look at that. 50% attack speed, 80 AP, the ultimate Kale item. And we have Ezreal also up
And
1,400
Infernal's
gold.
up now, so this is
Yeah.
going to be contested for sure. We already have a fight
Oh,
going on
wow,
right here. Amumu
yeah.
coming in. He's going to ult. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dead. That's a
that
dead
is-
bird.
That is a dead bird.
That's a dead bird.
And look, there's another bird right here, and
Yeah.
he's going to be dead as well.
Taric's bird now, too.
Oh, wow, he's going to go in for it.
Zach's,
Oh, wow,
great
and this
binding.
Zach is just about to get blown up.
he's able to jump
So,
out. Taric's
yeah.
able to heal, but
Look at this damage coming out by
Wow.
Kale. This just goes to
They're able to
show,
ru-
like, I
they're
mean,
able to run. They're able to get away with the Karma shield, but R5 just takes Infernal.
yeah,
instead.
4K gold lead coming out now, plus double Infernal. I mean, that's basically like 3,000 gold in itself.
It's funny because
I mean,
the Karma's up in gold, but the Kale's still almost arguably doing more.
yeah. I mean, she died once, right? And it was they had to use a lot of resources in order to kill him. I think it was a blown flash and ult and like I mean everything that the Karma could possibly put out, right? So Zach keeps coming in on these and trying to get kills off, but it's just like not.
He comes up short
It's
every
not.
time.
Yeah, it's just not working like it should be.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
so
good stun.
Karma just
Taric ult,
yeah,
but
tried to
they're
go
not
for
gonna
the
get
stun there,
anything off
and
that.
he could have just done a ton of damage to Kale, but you know, Kale presses R and is all right. So Ezreal continues his onslaught push. I mean, this is just brutal.
Does he have ultimate up? Can he just sniper maybe?
I mean, actually,
his ultimate's up. There it is.
oh wow! So now Kale, I mean,
Here's the
Ezreal should be
duel.
walking towards this wall exactly like he's doing, and he should be able to just go over the wall if he's ever in trouble, right? He's choosing to
shield coming
opt
out.
for okay. So Gnar and this fight just happened mid, and Gnar unfortunately did get the kill on Pantheon, and Kale messes up his or her ult. Oh, this is a little bit sloppy here.
Messes
We
up the
definitely don't like
blast
to see
cone,
this,
and
especially
they're gonna
coming.
chase him down.
Yeah, so I think they're tunnel visioning a little bit too hard. I think everyone here is about to die. Oh
Morgana
my God, is
could get
Morgana
away?
about to make it out? I think they're both about to make it out. But
The
oh,
range on that.
okay. So what are they
Zach.
doing here though? They know that he's here. They're not going for anything.
Amumu's coming
Ezreal
up to
E is
support.
up plus flash. I think
comes
that this could
Amumu.
potentially be a really great play by them. So they're gonna get the Zac passive off. All they have to do is auto attack him. But
Amumu's
Ezreal
almost
does
dead.
have heal.
They're all going to get out.
Unfortunately, does not get to use it.
Teleport coming in from Saber, but I don't think he can pick up any of these unless they stick around for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, he could just
But even
walk
then,
into them,
they
right?
might.
I
they
think
might be
they're.
able to just
Yes,
gang him down.
I honestly think that he's about to get like a ton of kills if he doesn't get stunned by anyone.
But that damage that comes out from the Karma's a
Yeah,
lot.
it is a lot.
Gnar, Mega Gnar coming out. He's
wow.
gone. Yeah,
Well, that was really good play by
it's
them,
a lot
actually.
of CC, and I know we talked about like the Karma not doing certain plays. She does dish out a ton of damage.
Yeah,
though.
she does. Plus the healing.
So Pantheon's pushing that top turret. You should get that top turret for R5 now.
Yeah, so they did just get mid turret for that. That was very good. They're coming back into the game here. They're making they're really up, right? Like they were really up, but now it's 5-10, and it's just looking like a completely different game than what we were seeing, which is very unfortunate.
Now the funny thing is Pantheon could actually have potentially dueled that.
Yeah,
I would just
maybe.
have dueled that. At that point, you know you're gonna die.
Yeah.
You should just try to duel instead of run away. But hindsight 2020, Redacted going for the Rift Herald.
Yeah, so we have
But
a
that
Moo
one's going to be
Moo.
contested.
I think we're going to have a Moo Moo trying to go in here and do something
Here we go.
crazy.
There's
oh,
three-person
wow.
Moo Moo
Yeah.
stun.
If Kale doesn't get stunned here, I think we're looking at a heavily favored Ezreal,
pop
or
stopwatch.
heavily favored R5 fight here.
They lock down, kill
Yeah,
the
they
Zac.
do. Oh,
now
but he
make it
lives.
rotate back. Ezreal jumps into
Ezreal
the
jumps
pit.
and does not give a single care in the world.
Kale all
and
going
then
on
Kale,
to
yeah,
Ezreal.
but Tarek, but it doesn't do anything because they're not trying to dish out any damage because they know that Ezreal and Kale are just going to destroy them. If so, who managed to get the Rift Herald?
I don't know.
Was it?
I didn't.
I don't even see. I think
cluster
Zach
of,
got it before he died, but
No, Zach was away. I don't know who got it.
interesting. I don't see anyone that has it at the moment. Okay, so that basically sort of put them back in the put them back in the driver's seat there.
I don't.
Does no one have it?
Who picked
Wait,
it up? Was it
Morgana.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, you'd see. She'd have a buff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, who has it?
Wait, does Ezreal have it? Go back to Ezreal. No, he just has a lot of random
No.
buffs.
Oh, Tarek has it.
Oh, of course, the
Yeah.
support.
Oh wow.
Zach coming in with a great.
So yeah, I mean that was pretty well done,
alright.
honestly.
It kinda
But I
kept them
mean,
off, but
we're
they had to
also
retreat
the
off
fact
of
that
it.
like they should have just kept autoing the turret. I mean, when you have Kale ult, you can play a little bit more aggressively in those situations, right?
Right.
Because you can basically force them to be attacking like one person to blow a ton of stuff on them. And I mean, the burst coming out from the enemy team is really only Karma, like honestly. So I don't see a situation where
Yeah,
they couldn't
Zaya's
just keep
pretty
pushing
far
like that.
behind right now. She only has an Essence Reaver on a Doran's Blade.
Yeah.
That's not going to dish out the damage you really need at the 20-minute
And
mark.
here we have again Ezreal just sort of free pushing. I mean,
Organa's, got his back.
Yeah, he's got his-
Fight happening out mid here.
and there's Kale sort of
Pantheon
just
going
dying
down.
for free again. Is the Mumu ult up right now? A Mumu ult is.
I don't believe it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
But not going to get it off.
They keep putting themselves in situations where they know they cannot win.
They're pushed. Yeah, they're pushed up in odd situations, get caught out. Flash stun from the Tarek.
Yeah.
And exhaust
Oh,
coming out. They're going
wow.
to catch him. They're going to
They
get
are.
him.
8-16, and they're still up in
Do you
gold.
think you insta rotate towards? No, you don't insta rotate towards Baron. That's
No, I
that's
think
too
you
far
just.
away.
I mean, this
Dragon is
Infernal.
up in
This
15.
Infernal is free for them, really.
Is
I
it
mean,
Infernal for the next one?
yeah.
Wow. Hey, this is the 3 Infernal game we're talking about.
Yeah, I
Like a
think
game
that
or
this
two
is the
ago.
situation though where Kale and Pantheon could just ult in and stop it. Like, I mean,
If they just get in there, I think Redacted would end up backing off.
yeah. So what we're looking at right here, I think they're just gonna get the
But
dragon for free from what it looks like.
unless Pantheon maybe ults, but
They're not
He-
even
he
paying
needs to be-
attention
he
to
needs to be
it. They're
backed
just
up.
letting it happen, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, I
mean,
don't
they
think
say
that's the.
they're probably thinking, oh,
Oh,
Pantheon
way too late right there on that.
coming.
And
then
they just
Tarek
jump
ult
out. Tarek
coming.
ult.
A lot of
Oh, he does get
catch
the
out.
slow off.
The Xayah
Pantheon
stun.
does have.
Wow,
oh,
that
wow.
Karma
Yeah.
burst. So a lot of just questionable ults coming
Kale
out
might need to be
randomly.
looking into the MR attack speed on him.
Yeah, what, some Wit's End going on
Yeah.
here?
That's getting brutal. I mean,
Yeah.
also Zach, Karma. I mean, that's a lot of him.
A little bit of
magic
Tarek,
damage. Yeah,
yeah,
a little bit of Tarek. Oh yeah, look at that jump.
Tasty.
That's what you like to see. Okay, so
Seeing,
not much happening here.
Yeah, so we see Kale looks like going for the Rage Blade for second item. Mumu picked up his two main items. So he's going to get tankier from here on out.
So Kale is sort of the reason they're winning and losing the game, right? Like, she's trying to make plays. They're unfortunately not being successful. I think a lot of that has to do with just, like, failure to, like, back him up.
Yeah.
As soon as the Rage Blade gets done, I mean, that's going to get a little bit...
Right now at this mid-game spike, I think, like, this mid-game, I think the Karma utility is trumping the...
Yeah,
Kale
the raw
damage.
Kale damage, but eventually those will swap.
Yes.
I mean, Kale is just going to start doing an unbelievable amount of damage. And here we have the jump in. So this is what you do, right? You black shield Kale.
Just walking out
yeah,
there.
and if Amumu has
Ezreal
flash
coming
here,
in.
Amumu should be Q flashing like right
chase it
now,
down.
and he does hit
Wow.
it, and he's going
He
to
hits
hit the
it.
ult, insta
Locks
kill on
him
the
in.
on the Xayah. Oh
And they're
my
gonna
gosh. Get the
they're
double
gonna
kill.
get-
They should immediately rotate for Baron right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to. We'll see here.
Looks like they want to get the tower.
Yeah, but there's
but
no minions,
they don't-
so
yeah.
they're just
They
like
should back off
harumphing
and go
around
Baron.
here, doing basically, F all.
They're picking their butts just in the mid lane here.
That's an interesting way to say it, but yes.
But,
oh,
they
wow.
get the-
And again,
wow.
an insta-kill on the Karma. So this
That's
is going to be
huge.
2 free turrets almost indefinitely.
Kale using her ult and the
yeah,
Amumu
Kale
to
using her
save
ult.
him.
And the
Mega
Gnar,
Gnar,
oh my
but the exhaust coming out
Lord.
on him.
Yeah, what a play by this Gnar, honestly.
The Ezreal looking for messes up.
Yeah.
Messes up the flash a little bit.
What is Pantheon doing up here, though? Pantheon could have came in there at any time.
Yeah, I
mean,
forgot Pantheon wasn't
I
there.
do
I thought he
understand
was.
splitting, but like, I don't think that's worth it, right? Like,
His
you
ult
could have
was
gotten
up,
so
right?
much more out of this if you just stay
Tarek
with the
missing
team.
stun.
Oh wow, he almost
Ooh.
gets that ult off.
They had the
for
is it
free
Tarek
kill.
heal?
Yeah,
or
Tarek
the,
heal, I
no,
believe.
Xayah,
no,
Xayah
Xayah
used
used heal. Okay, so here we are. We're at Ginsu's and Nashor's Tooth. Let's see what comes out of this. So Karma's coming around, trying to get on the goes for the free kill on the Morgana. That's the smart
Flash
play,
empowered
right?
Q on the Karma.
Misses his Q, misses his E. I think
That's okay. They got
yeah,
they're getting caught out
interesting
right now.
here by Karma. I don't know if Amumu has ult right now. Unfortunately, does
ult.
not. I think that he's going to die for this. And Amumu walks back in for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why.
Zach jumps ahead of the rest of the team.
Yeah, so we keep seeing this happen over and over again where they do really get great plays and then they just like either stay over or like, yeah, just kind of doing whatever they want or whatever they think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And this is going to be very
They're-
bad for them if
They're
they
making
pick,
the call for Baron
if they
right
pick
now.
this Baron up, right? I mean,
Yeah.
this is basically going to put them back in the game because they're only down
How
2,000
fast is
gold.
that Baron dying? Here?
And it's good about like
Kinda coming.
2,000 every 4 seconds. It looks like, or 3 seconds.
But R5 can't do anything about it right now.
Oh, but
Pantheon's-
if they Pantheon ult in here, oh, unfortunately, yeah,
They get
Gnar
the Baron.
ult. This could still work out pretty positively, but man, this Gnar is playing this so.
The Kale damage.
Yeah, the kill damage is
from the
crazy.
E. Get
oh
the lock.
wow!
Get the
oh
lock
my!
on the Xayah.
If Kale can just get in a little bit here, I think it's over for them.
Wow, Zach uses his ult to get out.
Yeah, very interesting here.
so-
And top lane's pushing in for them.
Redacted barely escapes from that.
Yeah,
just one
I think they
death.
just need to follow up here. Oh man, you have to have vision to do that. I understand that you're trying to like make a play there, but really no reason for you to queue there. I mean, given his movement speed, he probably could have made it up to them and possibly like got the kill to get one auto attack off for those kills.
Yeah.
And bot lane is pushing in excessively on the red
Pantheon's
side.
going down to clean that up.
Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna get this turret for most likely free. Zach is their really only initiate. So
after you take this turret, you gotta back off.
yeah,
real
just back
fast.
up. Just back up. I
Just
know the
run,
Karma
run,
can
run,
keep
run,
pushing,
run.
but you just gotta back
Tarek
up.
flash stun coming out.
Okay. So
And ult coming out.
oh wow, great play there by the Kale getting out. Unfortunately, Mega Gnar is probably gonna clean this up on top of Karma ult mantra. Oh man,
I don't think the Morgana's
looking
get
like
out
a
of this
dead
one.
Morgana, boys. He tried his best.
The two
this is
carries
gonna
are
be-
going to escape.
This is going to most likely be 2 turrets, outer and inner, unless somehow Pantheon can defend this. I just don't see a situation in which he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going in. Sort of a misplay here by this Zach, right?
Pantheon jumping in on the Zach and getting
but
him.
he might live. Yeah,
Kale
so
damage not enough to keep her alive.
so Amumu's up in 10 seconds, or Morgana's up in 15. There's no reason why they can't just push in and get this next turret, and honestly, probably the inhib. We're seeing it
Definitely.
over and over again. R5 going for these crazy plays. They usually succeed in the first round of it, and then they go to round 2, and it just doesn't work out for them.
So Amumu
Oh, man.
gonna get the Tarek, but Meganar coming out.
Yes, Meganar is coming out, and he is mad.
They're just gonna back off though.
Yeah, they are just going to back off.
Potentially rotate down and pick up that Cloud Drake that's up.
Yeah, for sure. So it's 2 Infernals to 1 Cloud now and 1 Infernal, I assume, because they're just going to get this. I can't tell what Kale's building. Looks like Runeans.
Yeah, that'd be probably be a good guess.
Oh, wow. He
I
almost
thought the
gets
answer
that.
had
It
that
was
for
like
a second.
100 health away.
Also, shout out to the chat with Carvo and Corncob King. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Give you that shout out,
Yo.
Carvo. If you haven't already followed us at Game Arena here, give us a follow. We host weekly and monthly tournaments for all kinds of video games, man.
Corncob King. Fun fact, I met Livewire's brother before I met him due to being on the same league team for an OSU tourney. You know, it's funny because I once beat my brother in a league tourney. And by once, I mean I beat my brother in like every league tourney we ever played. But, you know,
Humble brag.
he's still a good player. I may or may not have been able to convince better players to play with me. But, yeah, I mean,
It's all about who you. It's all about who you know.
it's all
man.
about who you know. But okay, so this Karma versus Kale matchup, right?
Yeah.
If Kale would have just played like a little bit safer, she would be up probably in the 10 kill range. Unfortunately, time and time again, she chose to overextend and get herself killed. And that's really the only reason why Karma's fed right now. Like, Karma and Zach played well together, but it was mainly because of the fact that Kale was overextended and Amumu was just nowhere to be seen in the majority of the skirmishes.
Yeah, but it's really funny. You look at the score line. R5's down like 11 kills, but
Yeah,
the
so
gold's
they're
even
going to
right
try
now.
and
It's a big
burst
team
this
fight coming
Pantheon.
out.
I don't really think that that's the right
Meganar
call.
coming out.
Yeah, Meganar is
He's
coming out.
deep,
They're going, yeah.
But Meganar's
Meganar
dead.
is dead. He's a dead Gnar.
Dead doggy.
He's a dead bird.
He's a dead bird.
Dead bird.
Tarek's done coming out, getting the Pantheon. Pantheon living.
Oh, my lord. Look at that damage that came out from Pantheon, right?
Morgana
And
snare.
Karma had to go back.
Yeah.
So this is...
That's a 3 for 2.
Yeah, it was. 3 for 2.
That's in favor of R5.
Did we see why Karma had to go back just to... What?
Did she... I thought she was there to start.
Oh, Amumu was up top.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
We missed that.
Yeah. Interesting.
That makes sense why the Amumu ult didn't come out during that team fight. Okay.
Yes. So interesting. Amumu chose to split push top. I guess it did
It's
work
the
because
new meta, split push Amumu.
you kept Karma away, right? Karma is the big bad.
That's the big bad threat right
the
now,
big bad wolf
damage-wise. Yeah. Split push Amumu jungle. Who would have thunk?
I know, and it's 1:48 on Baron. I mean, so everyone is fed on both sides at this point. The gold is dead even. I mean, Pantheon's gonna fall off. But right now, I mean, he's doing a significant amount of damage to Xayah, so I think he's gonna probably start falling off here in about like 5 to 6 minutes once Xayah completes like the rest of her items. But I mean, right now we're looking at a really, really even game. I mean,
Yeah, very close match right now. This is literally anyone's game.
and Kale does opt for the Runeans there, which makes sense.
It's just more team fight damage.
Yes. Why does this keep changing? Okay, cool. All right. Let's see what's going on here. He misses his Q. That's all right, though. I mean,
So Redacted's
Amumu...
just gearing up for the siege down in this top
Yeah,
tier.
so
second turret.
Amumu needs
Good
to-
stun coming out.
Okay, if they go for the pop on that Gnar there. Okay, so Gnar's going
Zach
to try
all
and
down.
jump in, I believe. Pantheon is still too
Karma
far
coming
away,
in.
so they should not be initiating. Kale is taking a little bit too much damage. I think they're going to have to give up this turret and start to go back here. They could maybe try and hold with Pantheon, but I think it's just like sort of a bad move. They did just blow a lot of their stuff, though, right? Because
There are a lot of ults down.
Meganar is what's making them win these fights.
Yes.
And I think Zach's passive's down as well. So I think we're looking at like an area where it looks like they're going to be able to defend this, like unless someone makes a huge misplay that I'm not seeing. And he hits the
Oh my
perfect
God.
Q on Zaya.
Force
Instant
Steeple.
kill. Tarek only gets 2 invulnerabilities off.
Zach they're running.
Oh my lord, they're gonna run away. One thing that is
Panda's
nice
gotta
though
back
is
up,
Karma
though.
has the ability to just keep doing that.
Karma has that great peel.
With this young
That's a
Leandri's
great
on
pick,
Mantra
though.
Q.
Umumu going back in.
Going back in, yeah. Does not
Zach
hit
coming
the
back
Q.
in now.
And we have Karma probably about to almost one-shot the entire team.
Exhaust Meganar coming out.
And that's what happened again. Karma Nar wins you the fight.
Yeah.
You hate to see this.
And then
Over and over again.
Oh, Ezreal, great outplay, but then
but he
dying
hits
to
him
the-
with his friggin' house.
It is hard to dodge a house.
Dude, I do not want to get hit by Nar's house. That's all I'm
No.
saying.
So that's an ace there for Redacted, and they're looking to push to win the game. Oh, can they? Do they have time? Zaya's back in base, so they don't have they have Gnar for their main tower damage. We'll see if they can push down to win the game. They're definitely
Yeah.
going to get both the Nexus turrets. But Amumu's up here in 3 seconds, Kale in 5. I think they're going to get the turrets and back off.
Yeah. I'd say this game's all but over. Honestly, I mean, it's just really hard to come back from 2. You know, I mean, there's the open Hindib on top of the fact that they can basically just go rush down Baron if they really want to. Unfortunately, the Kale is just not working out as much as we thought it would. Karma is working better.
It's just the utility from Karma.
Yeah.
It's just helping out so
it's
much
working out
more
perfectly for them.
than the damage and invulnerability.
I just don't
from
understand why you're not
Kale.
banning Gnar, right? It's his champion. Like, no other champion in top lane is going to do what this Gnar is doing.
Gnar is in his name.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing everything right with Gnar. I mean, he is the reason they were winning these fights outside of Karma.
So we'll see. R5 making a rotation towards that Mountain Drake. We'll see if they decide to take it. Kale split pushing top lane, but Zach's making a move towards that potentially. I'm just going to hold her off up there as teams just kind of reset and get ready. You have to remember, so Redacted has been winning these team fights, but the gold is basically even right now. Everyone has like their 3rd or 4th items. It's just a matter of can R5 find the fight that they want.
Yeah, I've got a sickening feeling here that they're gonna try and do something a little bit crazy at this Baron fight. Like Kale's
Pantheon
going
ult
in
coming
here.
in.
They do waste a ton of Karma's abilities here, and I think Kale needs to just be ulting
Invulnerable.
herself, honestly.
Morgana coming in with her ult. Yeah, their Morgana ult coming in. Amumu being put down. Amumu ult coming out, getting 2 people.
And that looks like it's going to be game.
Yeah, that was a very scattered final
All
fight
right.
with R5.
GG, folks. We're going to be moving on to the next game.
But yeah, very scattered fight there at the end for R5. There was just, as the game went on, Redacted just had better shot calling that game and just better picks for what they needed
Yeah.
compared to R5.
All right, we've got them all invited here, and it's going to be waiting for them.
Sweet.
Oh, man.
So it is now tied up 1-1. R5 1 win, Redacted 1 win, going into game 3 here. So we will see that and get into the pick ban phase for game 3 here momentarily as all the teams just have a quick little chat with themselves and then get into the game and get ready. So we will be back with you with game number 3 here in just a moment. Thanks for watching, guys.
commands tire me!
Your Emperor shall return.
Ignorant thralls.
It's your funeral.
Over here, sharpening my feathers.
To the briny deep. Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, guys. We are back.
I
Game number 3. R5 versus Redacted. R5 winning the first game, Redacted winning the second. So, just a quick recap of what's going on here with all our pick ban stuff. R5 banning out Anivia, Fizz, Amumu. The Amumu ban. Oh boy. Diana and Bygar. Redacted banning out Azir, Yorick. No. Oh, actually, wait. That's the other way around. R5 banning out Azir, Yorick. Finally banning out that Gnar, Xayah, and Jinx. And Redacted banning out the Anivia, Fizz, Amumu, Diana, and Bygar. And then we have Sejuani on Redacted. We have Sejuani, Trundle, probably Trundle top lane, Sejuani Jungle, Karma mid again, Tristana AD carry, and they're going to be picking their 5th for their support. It could be Karma support as well, so it could be a flex. And R5 picking up Ezreal, Taric, Vi, and Teemo, Satan himself. And it looks like Redacted picking up Lulu support for their final pick. What up? Yeah. And R5 for the last pick. Saber picking up his Zed. Oh. So, this will be an interesting game indeed. Especially with Teemo. Oh boy, oh boy. I didn't think I'd be blessed with the Teemo game today. And actually, Teemo isn't that horrible against Trundle with his blind. But Logical has been struggling here and there throughout the day against some top laners. But they banned away Anarchi's Gnar. So he doesn't have access to his Gnar. So we have no idea how good he is actually on his Trundle. So should be an interesting matchup top lane. And I'm also interested in a mid lane matchup of Zed versus Karma. Karma really doing a whole lot of damage and a whole lot of support and utility for his team last game. Is really helping them carry towards victory. So we'll see if Saber on his Zed can potentially shut that down this game. And then, which is really funny, with Redacted banning the Amumu and making Smartest go to his Vi, which has been on and off throughout the day. Against the teams that are already out of the tournament, he's done well with his Vi. But against the teams that are still in the tournament, he has not done as well on his Vi. So we'll see if he can change that here in this game and potentially get rolling on a Vi. Get a couple good ganks off. We'll see. And then, actually, we're finally getting a Tristana game. Usually, Tristana's been banned out a lot of games today. So it's nice to see a Tristana in for this game. I mean, this will probably be a pretty, I would say, pretty passive bot lane with Ezreal, Taric, Tristana, Lulu. A lot of defensive abilities coming out from both the supports. And Tristana can be, you know, obviously a somewhat aggressive AD carry, but with the Taric support, you're not really going to all in that unless you have a really good backup, a really good gank going on for you. So we'll be waiting one more minute here, and then we will get into game number 3 of our losers semis of R5 versus Redacted. We'll see you guys in 1 minute. All right, we are into this game number 3 of R5 versus Redacted. And as soon as Dylan gets here, we'll get those names swapped around because actually R5 is the red team and Redacted is the blue team. So until we get that switched around, just keep that in mind in your head. So pretty standard stuff coming out. No crazy invades or anything coming out from either team. Just some standard stuff. Sejuani on Redacted going to be starting her red, and Vi going to be starting blue. Do you want to swap the team names really quick? Good little starting poke coming out from the Karma. So this is the matchup we're really going to watch out for and keep our eyes on throughout the game. Because if the Zed can help can shut down this Karma, that would be really, really good. Because Karma did a lot of work for Redacted last game. And then I'm really interested in seeing how this Teemo is going to actually end up working out for Redacted. They're just going to let him try to split push the whole game, or if they are going to. He's not the greatest in team fights. He's got to have a little bit of setup for that. But we'll see here as we continue on. Jungle pass pretty normal. No invades from either of the junglers. Vi up at Stone Golems. And Sejuani finally taking her blue. Good poke coming out from the Lulu. But Tarek is able to keep the Ezreal kind of healed up through it. Just because he's Tarek. Hasn't even lost any mana yet. Now, here's the interesting thing. This Sejuani is going to come in on this Teemo and potentially gank. Yeah, there's a stun. He might get away, though. He's going to get away. Teemo's going to have to burn his flash, but he lives. So no first blood yet. Mid laners are creeping up towards level 5. Better really start blasting off once Zed in mid lane, potentially, once Zed hits 6. Maybe get an assassination on the Karma, gets him low enough, or a good gank from the Vi in the jungle. If we look at our jungles too, Vi's doing really well in farming compared to Sejuani. Vi with 29 CS compared to Sejuani's 16 here at the 4.5 minute mark. But Sejuani coming in for another gank, and Teemo just kind of playing it safe, keeping back, not getting caught out. But she looping around again? No. She's just cutting through Red's jungle. Potentially for a gank on Zed, but Vi is taking their wolves right now, so this could be a counter. So now, Trundle coming in, doing some good damage on the Teemo, but he's getting away again. Good stun coming out from Tarek. Wow, it's a lot of damage on the Lulu, but it's getting away. Zed going in, potentially. Karma burning her heal to stay alive and keep herself up health-wise. But Zed's going to hit 6 here in a second, so she might have to back. Otherwise, she might basically be dead. Same thing with this Ezreal. but Tarek's able to keep him up a little bit and make sure that he's not too low on health. Oh, okay.
And we're...
Oh, yeah. Do you still want to switch the names? I
already did.
You did? Oh, yeah, you did. I'm stupid. They both start with R. That's why I'm just getting confused.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sweet. And then, so if we look here, Teemo's beating Trundle in CS, which makes sense. Zed coming down for the gank. Flash stun by the Taric. And ult coming out. That's going to be a dead Tristana.
And
And a dead Lulu?
Not a dead Lulu.
Ezreal missing some of his skill shots there. But that's first blood for the Zed, which is great getting him started. As long as they can just back away from this Karma, they should be good.
Yeah, so interesting pick here by Logical.
Right? You talk about Teemo.
I mean...
Satan himself making an appearance.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess he knows how to play Teemo. I mean, it's blind and you auto tech, but Teemo could I think Teemo's gonna make or break the game, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, if he does all right in lane and maybe keeps pressure up with split pushing and just throws mushrooms all up in their jungle, that could really throw a wrench in Redacted's plans potentially.
yeah, for sure.
And the Vi keeping up really well and just with the CS compared to the Sejuani right now. 57 CS compared to the Sejuani's 30.
Yeah,
29.
That is just brutal.
So, yeah, the Vi's is going all in on the
Look
CS.
at the gold lead here. 2,700 and 1,900, so about 800 gold up.
At the
which is pretty
7.5
significant
minute mark, that's pretty good.
In the early game, for sure. And then Zed is up only 300 gold right now to the Karma.
Yeah, but he does have that
losing a little
first
bit in
blood
CS.
gold.
Yeah, he does have
But, yeah. Vi coming down for gank, but they see it coming, so they're going to back off along with the Vi. But just kind of get rid of that ward. And Vi's going to back. Get some more items. Hopefully maybe look for a gank somewhere else.
Wow,
Good
gets the
Taric
stun
stun
off
coming
there on
out.
Taric, yeah. Oh, interesting E there. I think he...
He wanted to try to get the right angle, but I think it went as far as he wanted it to.
Yeah.
Gonna ward it out.
Zed's
Find a
coming in
control ward.
again. I mean, he's basically got a free kill on Lulu, honestly.
Yeah, that's a dead Lulu.
Yeah, and here we're seeing again Saber Kumquat going 2-0 already on Zed. I think this is looking like the beginning of a wonderful friendship of Zed and Lulu.
Yeah, right.
We saw this before, right? In previous games against BA, Saber Kumquat played Zed, got really fed, won the game off of it, and now we're gonna be seeing a bottom lane dragon immediately. I'm not really sure what these guys were doing up here. I guess they were going for a gank, but why do you try to gank the lane that literally has mushrooms to keep you from ganking? I don't know. Interesting decision there.
It's Logical's anti-gank tool.
Even if you kill Teemo there, what are you really getting out of it? Teemo's going to still do Teemo things. Like, I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me.
Rift Trail's not even up yet, so it's not even good for that. Crazy damage coming out from the Vi.
Lulu is just about dead.
Not loving life right now.
I think Vi is going to try and collapse on this here. Okay, Tristana blows her ult. I mean, I think that's what's keeping them from not dying here in this bot lane. Karma is going to be coming down, and Sejuani's coming as well. Zed should be just pushing mid out, and he is. So
Karma heads back towards mid, though.
Yeah,
so everyone just kind of backs off.
Yeah, so if Zed wants to here, you can just push this lane out and then immediately start roaming. Unfortunately, bot lane is backing, and top lane, obviously, Trundle is just coming back into lane. So he can just keep playing safe here. He is down 15 CS, but he's also up 2 kills. So it's sort of an he's probably up around 300 gold if I had to guess. Yep, he's up 300 gold exactly. One thing that it is nice for all the teams that aren't currently playing, they get to watch these games, and whoever wins this, they already know any other champions that they have the ability to play.
Yeah, that is true.
I think we're definitely seeing that Karma, for some reason, seems to be a decent pick here. Did you notice that Karma does not have Flash? She actually has Heal at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah,
she
so
has
this looks
teleport.
like an instant kill for... Yeah,
The
that is
the
a
Zed-
great combo.
Zed damage doesn't even pop
Yeah.
at the end. She's just dead before it even happens.
Yeah, so Zed has 1,800
Wow.
gold to play with now,
That's
and
a-
Zed is not afraid of anything. I
No.
mean, he is just going in. Lulu is basically forced to stay mid, and they're at a point right now where Tarek could get an ult off here, and potentially go do Rift Herald, and if they go to fight for this at all, I mean, they're basically just going to die.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm assuming Vi is about to go for Herald. I see no reason why she wouldn't. I mean, it's not warded at all. Yeah, they look at this. Look at this ward coverage. There's zero
Nothing.
ward coverage coming from blue side.
So this is going to push up. Yep, Vi starting Herald.
I always talk about this with like lower level players. They don't understand that like warding efficiently is one of the best ways to improve your play, because if you can like, you know, basically show the people on your team, you know, obviously where your opponents are at, I mean, it's going to be able to help them immensely. I understand that like people don't watch their maps as much as they should at lower levels, but I mean, if you're at least giving them the opportunity to be able to see where the opponents are, you're going to have a much better time in solo queue.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not comfortable trying to carry. Like the one way to carry is, you know, ward coverage. Yeah, so they took the Herald. I'm assuming they're going to probably push mid lane with it. I don't think they're going to do it quite yet. They have ample time to wait on it, right? And they only have a Cloud Drake, so they could even probably wait on the next Drake. But we'll see here. So Zed is basically just like not
Go
giving,
away.
yeah, not giving a single care in the world, right? And he's Sejuani, he gets his red reset on him. Oh, that feels bad, man.
Yeah.
They're basically just like keeping all this ward coverage up and deep inside their red side jungle. I mean, it's pretty heavy right now. They can see the majority of anything that's going on, mainly because of that, you know, that ward we talked about from previous games there in the back. They really like to place that. Yeah, Teemo, look at this top lane. Look at all these mushrooms. This is a war zone.
Because no
People
one's
are
even
going
gone
to
up
die
there.
here.
Yeah, no one's even gone up there. So
Yeah, okay, here we
there.
are. Zed unfortunately took
Tarek
a lot of
coming
damage
out.
there, but he does get Tarek ulted, so he's basically
Karma
a free reign
bursted
right now.
down as well.
Yeah, Karma
Stopwatch
did
coming
have
out.
to stopwatch and gets
But
picked up by
still gets
hazards.
picked up.
I really don't think Ezreal needed to flash there. I think that they could have just like stayed safe and
Trundle.
kept going in, right?
Yeah.
Vi also has double buff, which is supremely under. I wouldn't even say underrated. It's definitely rated on Vi. It's double buff Vi is scary as hell.
I asked Ezreal Q hitting Zed once. He wants
Yeah,
it.
Zed wants this so bad. It misses his Q, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I think they're gonna go in, just push this turret in with Herald, and they're gonna get it for free. Trundle can't do anything. If Trundle tries to defend this, she's just gonna die.
And then also this entire time, Teemo's just pushing
Teemo's
top.
just been pushing top, right? I mean, it's already half health. Teemo already has Morellos. This is going splendidly for red side. So Teemo jungle, or not Teemo jungle, but Teemo in the top lane is working out. So I guess we found another thing that the young top laner Logical can play.
Yeah.
He's not a Wukong one trick. He is a demon one trick. And wow, I cannot believe all of this that they just got off this. So I mean, we saw this in the previous games though, right? They were up like 5,000 gold early on, and they completely blew the lead.
Yeah.
Luckily though, you do have Zed, who is almost guaranteed to get a kill every single time, barring he doesn't get like double stunned. So
Yeah, he's not playing Kale this game.
yeah, he's not playing Kale. And Zed is going to shred anyone that he comes in contact with. So
He's already got the Dust Blade. So
yeah, and Trundle does not have nearly enough armor yet to deal with this.
he's a cloth armor. That's it.
Yeah,
Doesn't even have ninja
he's
tab
just
out
a
yet.
boy.
Just a young troll boy.
Yeah, as soon as Zed hits level 11 too, this is just gonna get out of control. So Karma opts to do blue here when when Dragon just comes up, I mean, they could just do Dragon right now if they really felt like it. I think they're going to opt for Teemo pushing in, going to try and force Karma up top here. And
they get a catch on Vi.
They do get a catch on Vi, and he's going to go in with that, and he does not get any kills out of it. He's actually going to die. Just free kill.
Shutdown
and it's
gold.
happening again, right? We're seeing them, like, just making these fights that don't make any sense. And they're catching themselves out. It's like... It's some sort of syndrome that this jungle and mid laner have together. I don't understand it. But they're going to get the Cloud Drake for free, or the.
It's not even like shot call. It's just like not being on the same wave,
they're not on the same wavelength. Yeah. It's like they both want to do the cool thing, and then neither of them do the cool thing because of it.
Or they both want to do the cool thing, but each of those cool things they're thinking of is exact opposite.
Yeah. So they're going to get invulnerable from this. Teemo is going to be coming, but unless they have flashes, I don't see them getting out of this.
Actually, that's Shroom.
Vi coming in for this. Oh, my Lord, the damage that's coming in. And Zed's going to be coming in as well. I do think that they're going to be able to almost ace them if they can just hit this Karma. Zed's going to W here. Q. And the Teemo Shroom. Oh, my Lord. Are we going to see it? Come on, Teemo.
No.
You can do it.
Close.
Okay.
That foresight by the Teemo Shroom.
Yeah, foresight 2020. And Vi is looking for the... okay, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Come on, dance for me, monkey. Dance. See you, bud.
See you, man. That is just... Oh, that's great.
It's disgusting.
This is stuff you love to see.
Yeah, so 6K gold. They're up 6K gold again.
Yes.
All they have to do is not die. And they can just keep autoing this, honestly. Like, what are they going to do? I mean, Sejuani's a big bear boar. He's a big boar. Big boar's warehouse. I mean, I don't know. I'm tired. But yeah, so Vi takes top turret. They're going to get mid turret as well. I mean, they're going to be approaching a 7K gold lead here. They just hit 7K gold lead. This is unreal. I can't believe this. This is every single game seems to be like this.
And that Teemo just throwing a bunch of shrooms in their top jungle as well. Just super annoying. As Teemo is.
He's taking it to the bank. I mean, look at his CS too. He's 141 CS. It's like Logical's not even playing.
it's a whole new person from who started playing this morning.
Here. Oh my God, this damage pop. And he does have to ult here, but he's gonna get the stun off. And Trundle is dead.
Yeah. That's their tank.
The troll is dead.
Well, one of their tanks.
There was a Harry Potter reference there, but I just didn't feel like making it. So
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start shoving down this top lane here.
It's funny, right? So they clearly must not have read the memo that that the young boosted animals had to learn about Saber Kumquat Zed, because he just plays so aggressively and like he pretends that like you're the worst player in the world and just will continuously destroy you because of it.
Lulu popping the ult on Tristana to keep him alive from the Zed.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, everyone lived here. I mean, they can just reset this. I mean, Vi is healthily fed right now. I mean, she can basically one-shot anyone on the team or on their team basically right
Black
now.
Cleaver and AD jungle.
Yeah, it also helps significantly, right? Because that basically means that Zed doesn't need to build as much armor pin because Vi and Zed are most likely going to be focusing the same champion. And getting those immediate Black Cleaver stacks is going to just make Zed shred.
Yeah. You have that plus Dustblade and Ghostblade. That's like nothing armor.
Yeah,
Zero.
I mean Zed does have armor pen right now, or well, whatever you want to call it, lethality.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
So Vi and Zed making the rotation from mid lane through
actually,
top jungle.
if they wanted to, they could just take Baron right now.
It looks like that's what they're gonna try to do. They're like, looks like they're making the call.
Don't tell anyone, but I think they're gonna take Baron right now. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, and they're opting to go for Baron here. Sejuani is probably going to go for like a 5-man ult. I do think that they should probably peel off of it right now because they're not in the greatest situation, especially when 3 of them are coming in, right?
They don't have that low enough.
But they do pop Sejuani in, and Oh
Wow,
my
Ezra
lord, what a
damage coming
turnaround.
out.
And they're going to get this dragon or this Baron for free as long as they keep autoing it here.
Yeah.
Wow. This is...
Redacted backs off of it,
it's
and they're going to
crazy.
take the Baron.
He didn't even have smite. He had no smite.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god, I'm tilted from that.
Oh, jeez. All right, so they're going to start 7-up mid here.
Yeah.
Trundle was split pushing. Looks like he's
Yeah,
backing
he's going to back
now.
off.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to take these turrets so fast. Okay, so Zed's looking to get in here, right?
Yeah.
Look at that damage. Insane. I think this is the situation where they're going to start backing off. I mean, they have... I'm almost for sure they each have at least 1,000 gold on them. Yeah, they're hovering around 1,000 here.
They're 10 gold up as a team right now.
Yeah,
so.
10k gold up. There's no reason why they should lose this match at this point. It's their match to lose for sure. The other thing as well, they're doing a great job of clearing out, clearing out their any wards that they have created. So let's look at ward control here. So red side, obviously had all of the bear control here, and then they have these two very good wards right here, right? So they know Sejuani's here. The other thing as well, red side or blue side, they have a couple wards in their jungle, and yeah, that's about it. I mean that makes sense at this point, but. Yeah, we're going to see them rushing it down mid and continuing to do so. I mean, Zed can honestly probably just about get some auto attacks off if he really wants to. He doesn't realize that, like, no one is there except for Karma, which is unfortunate.
Mountain Drake coming up. They're looking to just get
yeah,
on that
so
right
here
away.
they're doing this again. This is called Skarner Syndrome, okay, boys and girls?
Yeah, this is...
They're going to pull it out.
Sejuani's
They're going to
flashes him
force,
up.
yeah, they're going to force Sejuani to go in here. But Sejuani does have her, Sejuani. Okay, so he backs off, does not choose to act like Skarner this game. That's very good.
It's like, no. It didn't work last time, or the time before that, or the time before that. So we'll just not do it this time.
Let's not do it this time. So it looks like Zed's opting to build Black Cleaver immediately next. That's going to be crazy.
So much armor shred.
Yeah. I mean, in reality, the other team doesn't even have that much armor, right?
Tristana's
going for this.
gonna
Oh,
go down.
100% dead. Zed's going to get out of this alive, and they're going to go for this turret. They get the turret. Vi gets the ult on
the
Karma. Instant
Gone.
kill.
Deleted.
And I think that you need to be focusing Trundle right now. Unfortunately, Trundle does pop off ult, so you're not really going to kill him at this point. So you need to be
just turn
rotating
around.
top with Teemo.
Yep.
You should be able to get this turret plus the inhib if you really want to. It depends on how ballsy you want to be here.
You have Baronman's pushing, so
Yeah.
it should be,
so
just
immediately
take this out
after
pretty
this,
quick.
they should group back up. Either have two bottom if they don't get this inhib, or they can choose to just do like a 4-1 split if they want to. It doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, what do they have that can counter this, right? Karma's not nearly as fed as she was last game. This isn't the Kale of old. This is Zed. Zed, baby.
Yeah.
6-1. I am going to destroy anyone on your team. Like, it's brutal.
That's funny too, because the Vi's 4-1-7. The Vi's right up there with the Zed too, with just murder power.
Yeah.
As well, which is funny.
So there used to be a build. If you used to build BC and Bork on Vi, and you would just skip the jungle item for like this super early game cheese. It was when Bork was like kind of cheap for some reason. Like they changed it around, but it was so funny because you got the attack speed bonus, plus obviously like the health damage from Bork's passive, and then on top of the fact that you can heal off of Bork. But yeah, it was so fun to play that with Vi.
Yeah.
But yeah, Triforce already completed on Vi, so this is where Vi is useful, right? You get 2 items pre-25 minutes, and you're just going to destroy anyone that you want to. Like, she can probably honestly one-shot Karma if she wanted to. But the only kills are on Trist, so.
All right. So how does Redacted try to come back in this though?
They need...
Stop Zed.
Yeah, so they need to continue to farm the lane that the inhibs open on, right? So one thing that can happen is you do like eventually get more gold if the lane keeps pushing in, right? And eventually it reaches a point where you have enough gold in comparison to the extra gold that the other team has to where you're useful enough. Unfortunately, I just don't see that happening because they're going to be forced into this side lane, and they're going to have to keep stopping them from getting turrets. And every single time that they try to get back to even gold, they're just going to get more gold from turrets. So
and they're backing out this turret because Vi's up here.
yeah, Vi's up here splitting. Yeah, they're playing this really well. They're doing a 4-1 like I was talking about. But really, Vi was just pushing that wave in, right? Because she's going to group back up.
Yes.
And she's in a position where she can queue in at any point and use her ult on anybody. So it's a great strategy because Vi has that gap close, right? This is what Vi is useful for. It's pulling people away, getting damage down on them, and then just resetting. Like Vi should not be the initiator in basically like any team comp. It just doesn't work.
You know, you have a bad team comp when that's the case.
Yeah.
Trundle looking to go in on the Vi, but Vi's turn around. They're gonna duel it.
Yeah. I mean, Trundle had to ult, right? So
yeah.
I mean, they're gonna get this turret now.
Just back off.
Yeah, she does have to back up, but she goes back in with the Teemo. They're actually 3v4 technically here. Yeah. So
everybody's all split up.
So
right
Zed's
now
just
on,
clearing this wave
R5.
here. Teemo is obviously trying to push this in. I mean, he can basically get this turret if he really wants to. We're going to jump back into this bottom lane as soon as this wave comes back up. But, yeah, Teemo takes the first turret. Wow, this is unbelievable. And now this bottom lane's pushing in. He gives Azrael gives the attack speed on Zed. I think Zed's looking for something. He really wants to prove himself here. He wants to show him that he means business. But, oh, man, Zed goes in. And he's going to be invulnerable, so he actually dodges, like, the majority of the damage that happened there.
But no one dies.
Yeah, no one dies. So we're looking at a reset from what I'm seeing.
Vi going in. Sejuani all going right in the Vi. They're focusing her down.
Wow. Yeah, they do focus that down.
So Tarek missing the stun. Everyone's super low and Redacted.
So low, and they do take that. So Teemo just needs to keep autoing, and they win.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think they're going to stop them here.
They are?
Yeah.
No, Teemo, no. Attack the Nexus.
Oh, wow.
Attack the Nexus,
Attack
Teemo.
the Nexus. Oh, my Lord. They do manage to reset this.
They live for another fight.
Yeah, so 12K gold deficit.
The hope is not lost yet for Redacted. They still believe.
Yeah, they believe in something.
Well, little Teemo's
I don't believe in the same thing that they believe in, but they definitely believe.
So
I mean,
now,
we also see that Teemo's TP is up. Arguably, Teemo could, like, just TP in. Like, just sell all your items, build Lich Bane, and you stop it down.
Run in there and two shots the Nexus. Oh my God, please! I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, because right now Redacted has some nice PvE action to do here.
I mean,
with all
honestly though, as soon as your 3 waves get pushed in, if you had Baron buff on your Teemo, like, I don't know what you're gonna do against that. Like,
yeah.
It does have 3,000 health, admittedly. There'd be a lot of auto-attacking. We'll throw in an Asher's Tooth. Teemo can have an Asher's Tooth.
Yeah. So this is why I have to watch out she doesn't get caught out.
Yeah, so...
Because if she does, then it's definitely
I see no
over.
situation in which having 2 inhibs down that you should be trying to fight for this Baron, but you're basically already lost the game anyway, so I guess go for it.
Let's say you stole it. That's still not even going to help your
team.
team.
So the second inhib just came up. They're in a situation right now where Sedge is going to go in here. She's going to go for the ult. They do break Tarek's ult there.
GA coming out.
Yeah, GA's coming out there. I mean,
but Triss is just going to die right away.
Yeah, in what world do they not just go in the game right now?
So now they're just saying, hey, like a lot of their main people are dead.
Yeah, so Vi is going for this Lulu and successfully gets the kill on Lulu, I believe. Yeah, there we go.
One punch man, one punch woman. And now it's just Trundle and Karma to defend an open Nexus. So
yeah, very interesting if they pull this off.
I think this is over. I believe Trundle's ultimate's down as well. Yes, it is.
I feel like I'm about to watch something that's like really not good, and I'm just going to look away for a few seconds.
So, Vi escaping.
And here we have Zed doing the important thing, right? But unfortunately, we had Vi trying to go in and end, which just is not going to happen. They are probably just going to reset it here in a few minutes, and the game's going to be over. But you just need to, like, not pay attention to the actual objective, right? You can't end the game if the inhibs are, not down.
Can they 2v3 this, though?
I'm seeing way too many stuns, right? Oh, wow. What? The damage that just came out from Saber Kumquat was unreal, though. He was basically permalock stunned.
All right. So now they go back. Make sure they protect the Nexus, and Ezreal Vi going to take the Mountain Drake here.
Yeah. So let's look at the deficit here, so 12,000 to 10,000 from Karma, right? Which isn't like crazy. But where it really shines here is 6,000 gold between Vi and Sejuani.
Jeez.
And I mean, do I need to say anything else? Like, that's just unreal.
Meta pick or not, if you're that far ahead in gold, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's,
no,
like,
I mean that's
huge.
what I said. Like, if I get Triforce in BC, like before 25 minutes, like, I mean even 25 minutes,
Two manning the Baron.
you're good.
Yeah. And now they're gonna try for push number 3. Third time's a charm, right?
Yeah, Zed has built completely offensing, opting not to go for GA or anything even remotely close to it.
He wants that damage.
Yeah, he wants that damage. He's gonna get it.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean the damage chart. This game has to be insane.
I want to see it. I'm super excited.
I want to see how much damage Teemo did, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on here, by the way? 204 CS to 202. Like, it's actually pretty decent CS overall, right? I mean, you're still a little bit far away from like your like
But we're not
semi-pro like
Yeah.
level, something like that. But like, it's not bad by
No.
like any means.
Remember, yeah.
Oh wow! And here we go, the last battle.
Trundle Sejuani.
Who shall win?
Trundle
Look
getting
at that,
ulted by
dude.
the
That
Lulu.
Trundle is so big right now.
Hitting
and
the
then,
Teemo
the Teemo Shroom goes in on the Lulu. Interesting choice.
Lulu's
I think
gonna
the Lulu's
die.
going to
Nope.
not die. Yeah.
She's gonna live,
does
but
not get
everyone else
popped.
dies.
But,
And,
and
that is
that is
game.
GG. Triple kill down by Vi.
R5.
Great playing all around.
Taking game number 3 and winning the series. Going on to losers
Finals.
All right.
Okay, let's look at this damage graph.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see this.